my car and I headed for the Sunshine State. And when I got there, I gave her a call. She said everything was great. I needed some time with the boys, and she needed her time and space. So I'll lay on the beach and get me a tan, and I'll play my music with the boys in the band, and I'll send you a postcard whenever I can. Sincerely, the Wrestling Boot Traveling Band. I met a girl on the beach yesterday, and she looked a lot like you. She heard the band play late last night, and she thought the bass player was cute. She was down here on her vacation, 'cause she needed her time and space. So we laid on the beach and got us a tan, and we listened to the music with the boys in the band, and I'll send you a postcard whenever I can. Sincerely, the Wrestling Boot Traveling Band. So we'll lay on the beach and get us a tan, and we'll listen to the music with the boys in the band, and I'll send you a postcard whenever I can. Sincerely, the Wrestling Boot Traveling Band. So we'll lay on the beach and get us a tan, and we'll listen to the music with the boys in the band, and I'll send you a postcard whenever I can. Sincerely, the Wrestling Boot Traveling Band. So we'll lay on the beach and get us a tan, and we'll listen to the music with the boys in the band, and I'll send you a postcard whenever I can. Sincerely, the Wrestling Boot Traveling.
He's American He's got the red, white, and blue running through his veins. He was born and raised in the US of A. He's government inspected, he's US grade. If you mess with the fact, it's like a slap in his face. He's American made. He's American made. He's American made. He's American, American made. He's got the stars and stripes running through his veins. He was born and raised the American way. He wears the heart of his country on his sleeve. You fight for your freedom if you really believe. He's American made. He's American made. He's American made. He's American, American made.
no, is this the wrong, is this the wrong, have I put the wrong pre-stream up? Oh, what a silly Billy. What a silly Billy, hold on.
T-minus 10 minutes.
Welcome to Robot Wars. Tonight is about the survival of the fittest, where the last robot standing will be crowned tonight's winner and receive a jackpot prize of £63. Roboteers, are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
I tell you, that fella needs a trip to the dentist.
Okay, and here he is, everybody. Here he is to get this rollerball rolling. Please welcome our very own Davros, Mr. Brian Potter. Come on.
T-minus 9 minutes.
To Robot Wars.
I thought you said they were going to be 30.
This is Team Chaos, and this is the Cleaner.
They're a robot, son, is it?
Actually the term automaton. The cleaner is multi-directional. It's fitted with a twin wizard blade mechanism at the back. And it's also got a trip hammer device at the front.
Have you ever kissed a girl?
That's Team Voodoo with their robot, Death by Chocolate. And now, Roboteers, their opponents, Team Double Trouble, and their robot, Ass Kicker.
T-minus 8 minutes.
Come on! Well, that's just about it for Robot Wars. Thank you and good night. Welcome.
T-minus 7 minutes.
I
6
thought
minutes.
okay. It's just on the. This is official Robot Wars OST. Yeah, it does sound like it. Thanks for the sun, motivated reflex. I think it's clear enough what's happening. I think it's just a good pre-stream, I think.
T-minus 5 minutes.
Thanks, Harry, for gifting a sub to Arcane. It is really close, isn't it? I'm now quite curious to listen during the battle to see if this is one they used. I think this might have been a track they used over a battle.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Harry was on some kind of generosity spree. Thank you for gifting a sub to PXX, aka Macedonian Pete.
1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds.
You're right, Harry. It is a rock.
T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Generally
5,
expensive. I don't know what happens at the end of this video.
3,
Is it going to be an
2,
unpleasant alarm?
1, 0.
Oh, no, nothing. Oh no, it's this. Good. Hi, Bird. I'm glad you're here too late to see the Phoenix Knights content. But I'm actually going to do this because I'll be honest, I'm happier than I should be with this transition. Right, okay. Let's hope this works. Here we go. Let's start the stream. Hello! Welcome to the Bobot Wars stream. I'm glad to hear that, Josie. I'm glad to hear that. Hello. That was smooth, wasn't it? There's lots of details. There's this great picture of the judges in the pit. I've got that there. I don't think I'm Banshee. Yeah, Dr. Plum, I don't want to let you in on a secret about it being easy, but I think we're very lucky that we've chosen the name Bobot Wars, and the word robot does have a B in it. Those are the judges in the pit, Harry. Yeah, it's a good picture, right? There's no Sharky. Just chilling out in the pit. Right, hope everyone's ready for some Robot Wars. There's not much more to this. It is just the transition. It's the transition, changing that R to a B. He does look like he's chilling out in the bath. Oh, I think I've got the. Hang on, I think I've set this up so I can review the. We can have a quick look at the bingo card in this scene. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to be watching Robot Wars. We're going to be looking out for these things, see if they come up on the bingo card. Yeah, I don't think we have yet heard Myra Wilson's voice. I'm optimistic. Indeed, another silent woman, yeah. Hello, Atafki. Right, should we get into the Robot Wars? I feel like I was quite indulgent with the amount of time I spent on the pre-stream because I wanted to. Am I Luma transitioning? Okay, I don't even want to admit how sort of janky I've got this transition to work, because you'll be thinking, oh wow, he's got a stinger transition to work really well, and I haven't. I've done it. It's done in a bad way. We will get to see it again now as we go to the other scene. There we go. There we go. A shame we've not got that set up, but there we go. There we can watch. Now we can watch Robot Wars. It should keep working. Yeah, there we go. Back here again. What do you think, Harry? No, you can tell me later. I mean, I'm happy to share it. I'm happy to share the secret of this transition. Right, let's do the stream. Keep my cards close to my chest. No, I'm happy to share. I don't think it would fool Penn and Teller. Well, Robot Wars do have a slightly better version of it, don't they? I didn't make the video. Someone else made the video, and I just stole it from YouTube. Right, okay, we're going to watch it. Oh, exciting first episode tonight. It's the Northern Annihilator special. So it's the best robots from the north. See who the best northern robot is. These are the things we're going to be looking out for on our Bingo Bot Wars cards. We're going to be looking at to see if there's a bad judging decision. Are there some lads? Is there a Brexit bot? Will something go on fire? Gomelon was right in the piece. It's been a while. Will there be a bullshit claim about a robot? Will graphic design be someone's passion? Will there be a Bechdel pass? Will there be an awful pun? Will there be something racist? Will there be a team that has over-formal team roles? Will there be a robot with a face? Will there be an entirely spectacled team? Somewhat of a holy grail, I think. A team that cares too much, a pre-prepared bit, a grumpy child, some filler jeopardy, full matching outfits, an active URL. A robot that won't start, something that's amusingly 90s, some sore losers, a child soldier, a fluke win, a speaking woman, or some sexism. Those are the things we're hoping for tonight. Okay, let's pop this here. Oh, I should have put the card in the I should have put the card in the Discord. No, it's hard to tell, Sean, isn't it? It's hard to tell what I've done. Like a circus ringmaster. I know. No, I've just had a cold for 2 weeks. So now that my voice is back, it sounds like I'm putting emphasis in. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's for things that we'd like to happen, things that we don't want to happen. It's just, you know, it's just a bit of fun. Okay, let's kick off. Let's get going. Let's let the robots see the war. It's just a list of things. Yeah, it's just a list of things. I don't know if you've played bingo, but I assume it's like this. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's just a lovely list arranged in a grid. Yeah, someone could dig the link out of the Discord if they really wanted to be a helpful member of the community. So everyone can see the bingo card. Okay, let's. Oh, actually, it was already at the start. Okay, fine, let's go. No idea, Sean. I would accept that. Harry, I will accept. I will accept if there is a joke about Northerners. I think it could, depending on how bad it is.
Please welcome the man who thought a court-martial was a tennis umpire, Craig.
That's good joke.
Welcome to the special edition of Robot Wars, and congratulations on tuning in to what is going to be the mechanical mother of all wars, the Annihilator. Yes, gathered here today are the most destructive, brutal, and downright devastating robots from the last 4 series of Robot Wars. If Vinnie Jones was a robot, he'd be cowering in his tool shed. Now, the way the Annihilator works is simple. All of our 6 robots are thrown in the arena together. There they fight until one of them is clearly eliminated or time runs out. With one robot annihilated, the survivors are then given time to make repairs before all 5 prepare to do battle again.
Vinnie Jones would if he was a robot,
down
Sean.
to 4 and so on, until 2 robotic gods enter one decisive battle. This week, all of our robots are from the north, so let's see who's up to the challenge.
Oh yes, Craig, at the top there we have Spikosaurus, then the reigning UK champions Chaos 2. Reading clockwise from then on, war veteran, suicidal tendencies, the axe of Dominator 2, the crazy world of Stinger. It kills.
Is Chaos 2 from the north? I didn't know that. Do I think Craig Charles had Botox done? Not sure. They're from Ipswich. Yeah. So someone's just drawn a line across the middle of the UK, I guess. Yeah, they are. They're from Ipswich, right? They're from Ipswich. Sorry, Harry, I'm just... Right, to answer your question, Harry, there is now. Hang on, let's just see what happens. I don't actually know the format of this. Let's just watch, just to see what happens.
This is the Annihilator. 6 robots go into the arena for a no-holds-barred battle, and only one will come out alive. It's going to be mayhem. Starting up, we have the Northern round.
Yeah,
This
I
is
would say that's
Spikesaurus.
true, Harry.
It's got 2 fixed 12-inch spikes here. It self-rights, and it can pull a car.
Yes, thank you, JC. Yes,
From
these
Lincoln,
are sort
we have
of
Stinger,
some sort of
signed by 3
Christmas filler
engineers.
episodes.
Motors are in here. When it slows down, that's when the arm flips over, and if it puts it into reverse, you get a real sting from that. Ouch. Kilohertz. This has got a unique car driving system. Most of them work like a tank, but this one's got a car, so it should have better drivability, we hope. They've also got a pneumatically powered axe there, which will come down with about a ton of pressure, so I hear. On suicidal tendencies, no doubt. Now, we've got a pneumatic lifting fork
thanks,
there
Harry.
with spikes. That's going to be painful. That's bulletproof polycarbonate. It works both ways up.
Thank you, Harry.
And this one I've had dreams about. It's Dominator. Plasma nitride coated titanium, that, which makes it very durable indeed. They've also got a pneumatic axe, which will come down with about a ton of pressure. That's like a Land Rover landing on your foot. And they're up
That's
against
okay.
the reigning champions, Chaos 2. They pump liquid CO2 into their flipper, which gives it that awesome action that we've seen before, where robots get tossed straight out of the arena. So this really will separate the men from the boys and the bots from the toys.
See Grumpy Dipper?
Yes, folks, we've seen some pretty ferocious fighting on Robot Wars.
No, he certainly
This
isn't
promises
happy.
to be the most exciting yet. So if you're ready to rumble, let the annihilation begin.
Let the annihilation begin, guys. Okay, I don't entirely understand the format here. Yeah, I don't know, Sean. I would always think of it as its own thing. I don't really think of it as being north or south.
They had steering problems in Series 3, went straight into a pit after 50 seconds. This is a spinning, whirling dervish with a venomous axe.
Yeah, I think it's
Customised
separate to the
wheels, a
Midlands.
top
It's sort of its
speed
own
18 miles
thing,
an hour,
right?
and it's seeded 30. Very quick across the arena
okay.
floor, but when the wheels stop, the axe comes down with mighty power. Virtually indestructible, difficult to get hold of. Difficult to steer, yes, but when it spins, look at the power of that axe once
I
again.
didn't think Stinger
Watch
were
out
from
for
the
Stinger.
north either.
This one's going to go very close in the Annihilator.
This is Carl Skinner and I'm Kevin Scott from the Stinger team. We've got a really strong robot here, but we're up against 6 of the toughest robots in the series. We're going to go in there, we're going to give them hell, and we're going to kill them.
From Huntington, Dominator 2.
They were, yeah, that was. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Hit it, push it. 2 industrial
They're
motors
from
generating up to
okay.
20 miles an hour. Pneumatic axe is the weapon. A
Yeah, I think
plasma
that's all right.
nitride-coated titanium shell. Now you know. A unique bi-wedge shape, speed across the arena floor, good control as well, maneuverability, and then you've got that pneumatic axe slamming down. Certainly too strong for shadow of napalm there. Dominator 2, a zero turning circle, can spin the rest into oblivion.
Hi, welcome to the Dominator team. I'm Pete, the captain. We've got Paul, the weapons man, Chris, the auxiliary man. Paul's now going to tell you a bit about the robot.
Right, this is Dominator 2. Plasma nitride coated titanium shell, 1.8 mil thick, nothing goes through it. 150 psi, pneumatic axe, axes its way through all 5 competitors in this Annihilator
That would
round.
be good, Sean, yeah. If someone can plot it on a map.
Seeded number 16, Kilohertz.
The hard and steel
Yeah.
blade of pneumatic axe
It's
have proved too much for too
almost
many of the
Coverland,
fast
isn't it?
two-axle wheels in go-karts. Can the killer hurt? Once again.
Yeah, Oxford.
We're just about to go into a big fight, 5 robots. I come from a family of 5, so I think...
Yeah, listen to that thick
fighting
northern accent.
every bit of
Listen to
food
that
on the
thick
table,
northern
I think
accent,
that's right.
Harry.
Looking forward to using our new improved axe. Poke a few holes in people. Should be fun.
From Derby, seeded number 31,
I like him sitting at the
Suicidal
table, yeah.
Tendencies.
Seeded because the Tendencies has a dangerous toothpick axe and front fork lifter.
Has
The
Steve
shell is
Engine
bulletproof.
whistle?
It runs on tracks of aluminium. Is it on track for success here, though? Heavy, powerful, tenacious. Two 1400-watt motors. Those
Where does it
tracks
have a
give
steam
it
engine whistle?
drive and punishing penetration, as Maverick and Wheelosaurus found out.
Well, if we...
Hi, I'm Charles Binns, this is Andrew Jeffrey, and this is...
yeah, exactly, Sean. If we're counting Oxford...
We're going into battle with 6 robots soon. We've got a big axe, we're going to take some chunks out of people, some big lifters at the front, titanium, track, very powerful. Somebody's going to get hurt in there, and hopefully it's not going to be us, and we're going to win, and we're going to survive.
From Manchester.
No, we've had this conversation before, Sean, when they were on before. I don't think you could either.
Bronze of high tensile steel and an interchangeable ramming bar can pull a car, can raise 17 miles an hour, but can it take punishment?
That is
Hi,
normal,
we're
yeah.
Team Spicosaurus. I'm Stuart, my brother Andrew, friend Andrea. This is the most awesome robot in Annihilator.
Oh, thanks,
today.
Catbox.
We've got roll bars, so if we do get
It's
tipped
9
up, we can
months
roll
of sun.
straight back over. We've got 2 awesome spikes on the front. They will just pierce through any armour and damage all sorts of weaponry inside. And we're just going to kick some robots.
Oh, can someone check www.spicosaurus.com, please?
Number 1 and reigning champion, Chaos 2.
Finalists in Series 1, overall winner of Series 3. The gas-powered flipper is one of the strongest weapons we've ever seen. Top seeds for the main competition here.
Ah, it's a
It'll
shame
create
that's after.
Chaos 2.
Yeah, friend Andrea, yeah.
And at the controls of Chaos 2, George Francis, a self-employed electronics engineer and a Robot Wars legend. Crocodilotron, Sonic, Big Cheese,
Because
Trident,
I like
Mace,
George Francis, and I don't want to
Firestorm, Hypnodisc. It didn't
cast
matter
any
who was against it in the
aspersions,
last
but
series.
it
Have a
didn't
look at
cost
this for
250
power
quid to make, did it?
against the
It's just that
Firestorm.
George has access to electronics and didn't pay for them.
Chaos 2. That's the power. Not even Hypnodisc could stop it.
Hi, we're Chaos 2 team. Hoping to flip our way through the Annihilator round. I'm
Does still look grumpy, doesn't he?
Main features of our robot are very good traction and an extremely powerful flipper. That's why we're the #1 seed.
Roboteers, stand by.
Plenty of opposition, though, from Suicidal Tendencies and Spikosaurus there. And Stinger, of course. All 3 teams together. In
George
the one
Francis
cabin,
is a
Suicidal
gentle
Tendencies
legend.
on the left. There's Big Stuart Pearson of Spikosaurus
Yeah.
and Carl Skinner.
Harry, I'm going to
and
say,
Stinger.
from the ones we watched last week,
Dominator
they
2,
do
the
seem to be
Cambridgeshire team.
running very
They work
low
together.
on robots that can be in these. They did seem to be just the
reigning
last ones
domestic champions,
standing.
Chaos 2.
So I suspect a lot of the...
There's George Francis
Because
on
you're
the
right, like
right-hand
where's like
side, Kilohertz in the middle,
Firestorm,
Dominator
right? They're
2 on the
from
left.
Durham. But they must have been... They were broken in the other one they were in. I think they were in one of the ones last week and they were broken.
There's Chaos 2 immediately on the attack. Dominator 2 in there as well with a big action. Dominator 2 flicked up on its side by Suicidal
Oh.
Tendencies. Suicidal Tendencies nearly went
Okay,
over
this
the
is just
same
going to be
time.
carnage
Let's
then.
look at it again. Chaos 2 in the midst of it all. Up went Dominator 2 and over.
Well, we think this is something
Suicidal
racist.
Tendencies very nearly flicked up, but don't forget, it can work both sides up the track. Suicidal Tendencies. There's Kilohertz with its axe as well. You can see Bash retreating into its CPZ, and why not? Stinger with the axe in there as well. Chaos 2 with the CO2 powered battering ram. Dominator 2 okay.
You think they would have just bailed on the concept when they realised they just didn't have any working Northern robots?
Here comes Dominator 2, bottom of your picture. Now it seems to me that Spikosaurus is in a little bit of trouble, but okay now. Goodness me, look at that. There's Spikosaurus in there. You've got Chaos 2 as well.
So how many of these robots do we count as being genuinely Northern?
Its own thing as it's wont to do. That's
I'm glad
Spikosaurus
Brett Santa's
in
not
major
here because he would be
trouble.
seething.
Seems to be that Kilohertz is holding on. Tendencies comes in. Stinger now under threat from
Yeah, I
Chaos 2.
think you're probably
turning
right,
away.
Harry, yeah.
And Spikosaurus has been impaled by the axe of Kilohertz. Kilohertz 2 flicked over by Dominator 2. Axe to axe, metal to metal, bash and crash.
Relatively it is, right? Yeah, I think Lynx is fine. But yeah, it's not really... No, I wouldn't say... I wouldn't say it's... Yeah, exactly, Sean. I wouldn't say it's traditionally Northern.
Using its axe to right itself.
Well, they said... One of them said they had a weapons man.
Spikosaurus, Kilohertz.
Yeah, do you know what? Auxiliary guy does game. Auxiliary guy is too formal.
They think Kilohertz is the vulnerable machine. Chaos 2 against the arena wall and is impaled, is it?
Okay, that's ticked off.
Just get that flipper off. Well, Dominator 2, a little nudge helped out.
The object, boys, is to
Yeah,
destroy
exactly,
each
Bud.
other.
This is
I
a
wonder if
matter
Dominator 2 will
of just
ruin
doing
that little bit
nothing
of
more.
friendship. Look at the crashing of the axes. The flipper there. You've got
Yeah, but it's a,
suicidal
Bud, would you not
tendencies
say it's an overly formal way of saying extra guy?
into the CPZ flicked in there by Chaos 2. And so far for me, Kilohertz has been the most punished robot. It's into the CPZ, it's stuck in there.
Oh, is Kilohertz fucked? Good, because they're the most southern robot, right?
Powered axe, but Kilohertz in major trouble. Chaos 2 comes in with a slam.
Yeah, it's been ticked off.
And bam!
Yeah, much more formal than my friend Andrea. Oh, he's trying to get it out. Now, does Chaos get to refuel? Because if not, they've wasted a lot of their flips.
30 seconds or more. If it goes to the judges, the rest of them just staying out of trouble. Bash comes in for a look. There's
Where was Dominator
2 with
from,
a big
Sean?
axe. This Stinger loves a little bit of a rumble and a tussle. Sometimes I don't know what the Stinger boys are doing.
No, the pandas
I
don't
don't
make
think they know what
sense.
they're doing either. Dominator 2 out there, Chaos 2 as well.
Oh really, there's more northern robots in the southern Annihilator.
Action. And we still have all 6 competing. Chaos 2 takes punishment right through the front flipper there from Dominator 2.
It's
The
getting
wheels
whacked
of
with
the
the front
Dominator
flipper.
spin, but Chaos 2 is in all sorts of problems now. Top of the picture, Spikosaurus. And Suicidal Tendency, in comes Dominator again. And suddenly it's the Chaos top seeds, the reigning UK champions, who are up against it. Now we've got to push and shove. At top of the picture, they've Dominator 2 and Spikosaurus. Kilohertz, I thought they were out, but they're back in really in the thick of things. So are Chaos 2.
Why is this still going? What? Wasn't someone
Look at this,
mobilised?
a real tug of war here, and still they battle on bravely. Not one machine will give up, but Chaos 2 has taken unprecedented damage from the axe of Kilohertz. Look at this again, it's Dominator 2 inflicting punishment. 1 and 2,
Oh,
and the
it's taking
Perspex
its
comes
kind of,
off.
yeah.
Off the bat there of Chaos 2, which means now, of course, the machinery, the very heart of Chaos, is vulnerable to attack. Dominator 2 lifts that Perspex lid up like some grisly scalp trophy. Chaos 2, they're all after the reigning UK champions, it seems. They're ganging up. Get rid of the strongest machine, get rid of
Hello,
the favourite.
Fluffweasel.
We'll gang up.
Robots indeed.
And we'll
Would you
see
say
who goes
Oxford's in the
through.
north?
Dominator 2 in space.
Chaos is gone, right? Is Chaos out?
George Francis, I don't think he knows what's hit him. You've now got Shunt in there to create more damage. Stinger, the axe comes battering down on Shunt, but it's Chaos 2. All of a sudden, the likely machine to go out.
But Kilohertz was immobilised for ages. What are the rules?
Spikosaurus to try and push suicidal
No,
tendencies out of the
I agree with you,
mayhem, the
Fluffweasel.
mayhem. Chaos 2 is their movement, is their life. Goodness me, I don't think there was.
Was?
He doesn't either.
Hello, Red Team.
Well, massively important
Yeah, you're right.
axes and streamex of writing
Big
mechanisms
fun
in
for
this
the
to create
axes.
damage and also to right yourself like Kilohertz there. For one moment I thought Kilohertz were going out.
Well, it
but
didn't
no,
right
they
itself,
survived.
did it?
Now, key issue here for me, Chaos did not have enough freedom of the arena to build up an attack, to build up speed, to get the flipper into play, and then it took unprecedented
Yes,
damage.
thank you, Red Team. I agree.
Absolutely punctured and peppered and destroyed Chaos 2. A huge surprise.
There we go, they're out.
George Francis. Out go the favourites in many people's eyes. But look who's left. Spikosaurus, Kilohertz, Stinger, Dominator 2. They look dangerous.
Okay,
And
who
suicidal
here?
tendencies,
Who
of
of these
course.
are genuinely northern?
Now that is what I call chaos.
Are we going to get a grumpy
That was
child?
an annihilator round, and we got annihilated.
Too right you did.
We are vulnerable to axes, and we got hit by just about every axe in the house.
They just ganged up on you, didn't
Yes,
they?
they did. Never mind.
I mean, everybody
Maybe
wants to
Northern
pop at the
Hemisphere,
reigning
yeah.
champion. Not surprising, really, is it?
Not at all.
Great fun.
It was. It was tremendous fun.
It makes
He seems
sense
happy
to
now.
actually see your robot take some damage, doesn't it?
We've got to mend it now.
I know we've never seen them do any work at all on Robot Wars. It always comes out beautiful. And that is just phenomenal. I mean, you've got a massive hole in the back there. Who is the meanest?
The sort of covers in 2 halves now.
Do we think he's being? Do we think
Who
this
did
is
the
a?
most damage to you?
Does it, who else
don't
thinks
know.
this is a grumpy
Dominator was in
child?
there.
Not this. This is George
Kilohertz was in
Francis.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not heard a word. I'm not hearing a word against George
The house
Francis.
robots always pop up at you as well, don't they?
Yeah.
A lot of damage on the superficial damage, but I think the the relays are broken here, which is why we stopped.
I expect you're quite glad that you're out. You don't have to fix that one up for the next battle.
That's true, yes.
Look at me lucky stone in my hand.
Oh, did you not have it?
I've got it in my pocket, but I didn't have
It's
it
not
in
good
my
enough, Richard. My it's
I think
great
he's
to
just
see you
shy.
annihilated. I have to say, you can hit me later, but it was wonderful. It was really good to see you up against some fair opponents. It's just a shame it took 5 of them to do it to you, really, isn't it?
I think he's
So,
happy. I
after
think
a
he's
tremendous
fine.
tussle. 5 robots have got to go through it all again. And
Yeah,
what
they're-
about the
they're
feeling?
perfectly
Some of
happy
them
to
wish
have
they'd
lost.
stayed in bed. Let the annihilation begin.
Yeah, it's a real northern child there.
Roboteers, stand by.
The famous
Okay.
5 for our overhead camera, Suicidal Tendencies and Spikosaurus. And then, of
Oh, it's
course, that mad thing,
spikosaurus.co.uk.
Stinger.
Did we try that?
The team again in the same cubbyhole. There's Carl Skinner on the right-hand side, Stuart Pearson. And then Andrew Jeffrey and Charles Binns with Suicidal Tendencies. There's Dominator 2. Looked good, didn't it?
Spikosaurus does say
Vulnerable,
ouch.
but the axe came
I
into
don't think
play.
that's laddie.
A bit more room in their cubbyhole. Dominator 2 on the right. And John Reed at the controls of Kilohertz.
That's a shame, Harry. That's a shame. Yeah, cubby hole.
I wonder if 9-year-old Richard Swan from Chaos 2 has passed on his lucky stone to someone else. Stinger, perhaps.
Is this the first we've heard of
Punished
of this
and a little
kid's
bit
lucky
to
stone?
survive, some might say. The drive from Kilohertz into the CPZ. Stinger now arriving on the scene in the middle
Has
of the
Richard's
melee.
lucky stone
You've got
come up before?
Spikosaurus to the left-hand side. Dominator 2 again. This time clutching hold of Stinger almost on the axle. Spikosaurus trying to get those 2 front ramming, prodding spikes underneath the opponents. Then there were 5. This is Kilohertz under pressure from Dominator 2. With a bi-wedge shape. Impressive so far. The axe comes down on Kilohertz and on the arena floor. There you've got Spikosaurus, game so far, attacking Kilohertz up by the CPZ, and the others have sent here. The Kilohertz could again be in trouble.
I'm so glad Brad Sutton's not here.
Straight down through the split in the, well, see-through shell of Kilohertz. And you can see all in there now, in grisly detail. Kilohertz freeing itself with its own axe. Not the first time we've seen that in the Annihilator. It's dogged and determined, to say the
Oh,
least.
Spikosaurus got some
Spikosaurus'
pace.
game, isn't it?
Spikosaurus is game.
Unwise to take on the Sergeant in the big game, though. Stinger's axe comes down. They've stayed out of trouble. In fact, we haven't seen a great deal of them. I wonder, if that initial onslaught...
President, if you're watching the VOD, just take some deep breaths.
Of it in a minute. Meanwhile, the Sergeant comes in and attacks.
Take some
Poor
deep breaths,
old
put on a
Kilohertz.
shirt.
Everyone's been after them. Yes, Kilohertz pins its axe onto the flamethrower of the Sergeant. Look at that, he's been dragged around the arena floor on the shell of the Sergeant. It is actually Dominator 2 gives a little shunt and a bash. But Stinger, do you see there? I think Stinger going around in
Not
circles.
that I've seen
I
a tough
wonder if
gig.
they've lost traction, manoeuvrability in one of those customised motorbike wheels. The flame scorches Kilohertz shell. Matilda comes
Oh,
in for a bit of
Kilohertz.
the action. But to me, you can just see the
Are they on fire? They're going to go on fire.
Suicidal Tendencies in there as well.
Come on, they've been on the fire for a long time.
All right, we know Dominator 2's okay because we can see the axe. We know Kilohertz hanging on for grim death with the Sergeant, and flammable it would seem, surviving
No, I don't think so.
flame torch pit. Now Matilda just gives Kilohertz a little bit of a nudge up and over. Kilohertz will have to use the big axe to right itself. Now go on, John Reed.
They did do well.
Sprinters are in this way, driving up.
Oh no, they're back, they're back.
Over, and that could be crucial. Kilohertz could just have survived
Oh.
right at the end. Well, let's have a look at this, because this is the whole crucial aspect of this section. I think that initial onslaught put Stinger out. There you see at the top of your picture, Stinger not going anywhere. Kilohertz took
Stinger
all
gone.
The punishment, you see Stinger, it's not going anywhere, just round and round in circles. Stinger, for me, immobilised. We'll have to check on the
Mighty
official
Mighty,
results.
nothing is
Suicidal
too
Tendencies
sudden for
in play,
this.
and this was great, wasn't it? And there you have it, confirmed. Stinger,
Stinger's
yes,
out.
they were immobilised. Yes, they're out. And then there were 4. Spikosaurus, Kilohertz, Dominator 2, and Suicidal
That is true,
Tendencies.
Dylan. It's fair enough.
Stinger and the engineers.
Charles is for Liverpool,
Now,
yeah.
your robot basically is 2 robots, isn't it? With a receiver in each of these motors here, which works from the same controller. Yep. Which makes your driving a little twitchy sometimes. So What happens if one of them goes? Basically, your robot's messed up, isn't it?
Yeah, it got knocked very hard right at the start by kilohertz, but that was good because we were coming back, fighting back. But,
No. Spikosaurus is northern.
The tyre came down here, and obviously these tyres always were the sort of potential weak bit.
And they carry the aerials in there, don't they?
We hadn't told anybody that before, but that's it. It's taken out the aerial and just killed the wheel.
Ah.
No other damage at all. No other damage whatsoever.
Oh,
This whole show, there's been no damage to this machine whatsoever, but a little bit of rubber and a little bit of wire. That's all it goes.
It's all about positioning, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to have everything secure, and we thought it would be secure in there.
We thought it would. It's under sort of tough rubber, but you know they've been spiked once or twice. We've had to do one tyre change earlier on, but we got away with no aerial problem.
Couldn't you have had the aerial inside the wheel?
Kills the reception. We've been around all sorts of different aerial systems, and this was the one that works.
Right.
And unfortunately,
Until today it worked, yeah. We'll have to come back next year with a different design.
It'll be lower tyres, domes right up the top, just leaving an inch of rubber exposed. This whole thing was going to have 10-inch wheels, but we couldn't pack the motors in, so it had 12-inch.
And so we're down to 4.
Yeah, anyone got
And
a
already
favourite
some of our
aerial
road
system?
have been 5 rounds with the Sherman tank. Well, only the big guns will survive to the next round as we let the annihilation begin.
But if you saw last week's episode, we did see the real Ian Beale.
The formidable 4 suicidal tendencies.
Oh, has anyone tried suicidaltendencies.co.uk?
They're at the controls. John Reed on the right of Kilohertz. And Charles Binns, Andrew Jeffrey of Suicidal Tendencies. Dominator 2. Very good so far. And Spikosaurus. Big Stuart Pearson there at the right of the controls.
Yeah, all right.
We've got Peter Halloway, Chris Hall, Paul Tolliday, the Dominator team.
Okay, nobody go on. Nobody
And after this
go on
one,
that website.
I wonder whose trade secrets Jules will tell the nation. You've got Spikosaurus immediately on the attack. Dominator 2 backing away. More
I'll try it
room
later.
now on that arena floor. Now I wonder if the tactics will change. Still, axe to axe, but suicidal tendencies, you know, has ground its
Brave
way
you,
through
Harry.
the couple of battles we've had so far. And it's still in there with Spikosaurus. The 2 low-gravity machines against the 2 axed machines. Oh, look at that, Kilohertz. But
Yeah,
the
we don't like
axe
something going
slips
fire.
straight into the bi-wedge shape of Dominator 2. Now you've got Suicidal Tendencies backed onto the arena wall. In comes Spikosaurus again, dancing
Does
around
that count as
the 2
active then, Harry?
more dangerous, certainly higher-rated machines with the axes. Oh, a slam there from Dominator 2. Again,
Spikosaurus is quick,
vulnerable
right?
slot.
Spikosaurus is up for
Now
this.
you've got Dominator 2 taking on Suicidal Tendencies. Go on, run away, run away. We'll live to fight another day. And Spikosaurus, look at this, coming in again on a ramming run. I thought this would happen once the gaps of the arena started to emerge. Can get up to 17 mile an hour, Spikosaurus, and you've got 80 kilos there of weight behind each attack. And Spikosaurus could yet spring a surprise here in the Annihilator. To the right-hand side now,
What made a
Cages,
Bobot?
he watches
What weapon
Dominator
would it
2
have?
on the attack, and then comes in for a side slam on the plasma nitride-coated titanium shield of Dominator 2. And once again, it's Spikosaurus
Yeah,
doing
no,
the work
it's not an active,
until
not an
the
active,
great
you're all right.
power axe of Dominator 2 comes down again on Kilohertz. How long can Kilohertz and John Reed survive this
Oh, is it? I think it may not be an active robot either.
Take on
Oh,
Kilohertz.
back on the fire.
And is there one of the throngs buckled of suicidal tendencies? Are they immobilised? Kilohertz, are they immobilised?
Yeah, a big gun would be
The
good.
judges be
A
called into
cannon.
play. There's the ref bot coming to have a quick look. But to me, suicidal tendencies are going nowhere. And it's a question here of damage limitation.
To you,
And
not
Dominator 2
moved.
thruster on the point of the triangle comes bashing down. It was Matilda, the final shove with the tusks there. You can see the soft
Put a
vulnerable
nuke on it.
underbelly of Dominator 2. And it came a rocking and a reeling. And plop, now using the axe to right itself. Very, very important in Annihilator, but for me, suicidal tendencies, they're out.
It started though, didn't it? Or did it?
Let's all have a go.
Yeah, no, it was going
Shall we?
there.
Again.
We do have does it
Suicidal
start on there,
tendencies
yeah.
being slammed by Spikosaurus. Was it there or there that suicidal tendencies ended. No, they were still alive at that
You built the
point.
whole
Killer Hearts
robot
had
out of
more pressure on
uranium.
Dominator 2 and
But would that be
Spikosaurus.
any
They've
danger
been
to other
valiant so
robots,
far.
Fluffweasel?
And then the very end, of course.
They would just be
Dominator
dangerous
2
in the
riding
pits.
itself. Suicidal tendencies, they're out. Immobilised the tendencies, and I thought they were underdogs. But look at the big three left. Spikosaurus, Kilohertz, and Dominator 2. Frighteningly still there.
It'd be danger to all, yeah, that's true.
Well, it was suicide going in with that lot, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think it was suicide going in with, we had no rubber on the tracks and things weren't quite working just right.
Because this is the best track robot on Robot Wars, isn't it?
Supposedly, yeah.
And what damage did you take?
Yeah, axes, everything. There's holes all over the front here and down the side.
Yeah, they've made up
That
for
was
it there, I think.
mainly
That's fun.
cosmetic, but we had a problem in that fight where the battery lead just sort of dropped off and we just stopped dead, so we couldn't defend ourselves. But luckily they went easy on us, I think.
Now, you've got to go home, boys, but is there anybody that you'd like to come back and have a pop at?
Dominator, definitely.
Yeah? Watch out, Dominator, it could be a grudge match.
And so just 3 robots remain.
Thanks,
But you know
Junior.
what they say? 2's company, 3's a crowd.
Hey, spoiler
so
would be a
one's
good
gonna get
thing,
mashed,
yeah.
and it's going to be loud. Let the annihilation begin.
Roboteers, stand by.
Killalot awaits the terrible trio Spikosaurus and Dominator 2.
Zigzag
Stuart
flying is
Pearson on the left
quite
there,
amusing
the
in
Dominator 2
90s.
team. Paul Tolliday controls the weapon, and of course Kilohertz from Oxford. And there's John Reed. Oh, dancing going on there perhaps. So who will survive? The Axes again will be favourites. And will they try and knock each other out? Dominator 2 doing what it has done for most of the Annihilator.
Oh, that's something. Something's happening there.
Gas being vented from Kilohertz. It means the pneumatically powered axe will not work, I shouldn't think now. And Kilohertz finally will succumb, surely. You've got Spikosaurus dodging away, Dominator 2 across the flame pit, not bothered by it. Poor old Kilohertz.
Surely.
Throughout this great heave-ho upheaval of a contest, everyone seems to have had it in for poor old Kilohertz. Dominator 2 with the axe, Spikosaurus with the front
They're not from the
prongs.
door.
Little bit of toing and throwing, but it knows Kilohertz. Time is nigh, and so is Killalot with the greatest strength of them all to push out of the CPZ. There you've got Stuart Pearson at the controls of Spikosaurus.
Yeah.
More gas being vented from Kilohertz. Spikosaurus in there at the rear. Killalot just having a little tickle on Spikosaurus, and Matilda 2 just to come out with a little thrust.
That's really probably legal, yeah.
Spikosaurus needs to stay out of danger because look at this, the claw of
They've
Killalot.
wrapped their spikes gone right into it, like they're just trying to
From
separate them.
Kilohertz, or whether the spike has embedded itself so deeply into the back of Kilohertz they can't get away. Well, Killalot could have a remedy for that.
What's an active
Catch a
URL,
spike off.
Harry?
That claw
Oh,
could cut
perfect.
through virtually anything. And now it has Kilohertz in its grasp.
Oh,
Killalot
wonderful. That is an active URL. There we go.
top of
The
Kilohertz.
Holy Grail.
It's actually 3 Kilohertz there, but they've slammed into the arena wall. And now
There
surely
we
they are
go.
immobilised and out Kilohertz. A rotten way to end. Really the victim of arena bullying in Robot Wars.
Yeah, it's that first active URL.
Let's have a look at this again. Right from the start, Dominator 2. Let's make no
I
pretense
think they
about
re-entered
this.
the new
Trying to
Robot
kill
Wars or
off
the revamp.
Kilohertz. And that was when the gas was vented. No power then in the weapon
Oh, we
of
did. Yeah,
Kilohertz.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely right, Dibber.
Back against
Absolutely
the
right.
walls, trying to hang on in there grimly. Down came the weapon of Dominator 2. Look at the
Definitely in
punishment.
the face.
Sustained. That was when Spikosaurus got impaled. Killalot came in, freed the two of them, but no way back for Kilohertz from then on in.
Like every one of our
Slamming
fights.
against the arena wall. Hurt or be hurt? That's your answer.
Yep, hurt or be hurt. That's your answer.
Well, Kilohertz Kilohertz turned into a teabag by Dominator 2. Kilohertz annihilated.
It's kill.co.uk.
Yes, well, by the end of that, we were just so tired. John drove it up to the barrier and was just praying for it to open so we could get out of there. We were getting mangled.
So I can't understand these thick northern accents.
Been through 3 fights before. I was just getting a bit tired. Wanted to go home.
2,000 pairs.
I have noticed. I'm impressed.
I think so.
I think you should take your robot home, pour some hot water over it, and have a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what you need.
Unlucky guys. Let's hear it for the Kilohertz team.
It kills, it hurts, so they are getting used to it. Dominator did a lot of damage,
Get used to
They
it.
did, indeed. They had a good old go at us. We're looking a bit like a Swiss cheese plant at the moment. Full of holes everywhere.
And that's just the outside. And in here, we've got...
There's a hole right through the cylinder case here, but it was working.
Thank
That
you,
happened
Sean.
2 fights ago, but it's still working.
And a massive hole in that cylinder there. That's your gas cylinder.
Lots and lots of bad things have happened to us.
That's what we're all about.
Oh, this is good.
Out they go, and we have now just the two. Spikosaurus against Dominator 2. A
sorry.
fascinating contrast in styles and robots.
It's the plasma nitride coated titanium boys back for the finals. Now, you've done incredibly well. You've really smashed some other robots to bits. What's it like being an Annihilator? How does it differ from the normal battles?
There's far less pressure, more fun, more things to smash up, basically.
Which is perfect for a robot like yours, which is literally designed for destruction.
Yes.
And why is your axe shining?
We've coated it in silicone grease to stop it sticking into the opponent,
Yeah,
and
good,
comes out a lot
a
easier.
good
More
Midlands
hits per
Annihilator,
minute.
yeah.
I'd like to say this one more time. That is plasma nitride coated titanium. It's the toughest thing we've seen on Robot Wars, and it could lead them to victory. Well, we heard you were having problems, but you're looking quite calm now. Are you going to make it back into that arena?
Oh yeah, we've patched it up. We're going to dominate Dominator 2, and we're going to send
It
them
was
flying.
some very necessary
What
work from
happened?
Sean.
I mean,
Thank
you
you.
took a lot of damage from Dominator in that last battle.
Well, we had Kilohertz up against the ropes, and Sir Killalot just came over and toasted us, you know. Hit us where it hurts.
Exactly, but you're fixed, you're ready,
Fixed, we're
to
ready.
dominate the Dominator. It's the finals, so zoop it up and get in that
Yes,
arena.
TYSMs, please.
Together they battled through. That was Chaos 2, expected to go far, but immediately out. You see their Spikosaurus leading others a merry dance, and of
Yeah,
course
nothing
the
from
axe of
Andrea.
Dominator 2, axe to axe with Kilohertz. At that stage, Chaos 2 looked dangerous, but there, look at the punishment. The venom of Dominator 2.
Yep,
Out went Chaos 2.
TYSMSM.
Next to go was
Really
Stinger
more
there in
acceptable.
the middle of your picture. Then look at the spikes of Spikosaurus, the durability, the strength, the tenacity of Dominator 2. Spikosaurus trundle, out went Stinger, out went suicidal tendencies.
It's originally from Scotland.
Mainly
I never thought to
by
mention that.
Spikosaurus twice immobilized. Then it was Dominator 2, punishing, penetrating Kilohertz.
What are we thanking
With
friend
its axe.
Andrea for?
Still in there fighting Spikosaurus, avoiding danger. Who will be the more dominant, the more dangerous in the final?
What a war it's been. Since our 6
What a
robots
war
entered
it's
the arena,
been.
it's been nothing but repairs. I don't even think Shares had that much bodywork done.
No.
But despite the carnage, 2 robots have battled for survival.
Craig.
Either that or they kept well out of the way. But there's no hiding place now, no hiding at all, as we decide who will be crowned our Annihilator champion.
Is that,
of the
lads?
North. Let the
It's
final
certainly sexist. Don't
annihilation
take
begin.
sexist off. Oh, there was an amusingly 90s hairstyle earlier.
From Huntingdon, Dominator 2. From Manchester, Spikosaurus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2,
There'll be more come along.
The dastardly duo come head-to-head in the Annihilator final. Dominator 2 side on there with Spikosaurus. Now that's very, very interesting tactics by Dominator 2 immediately, because they know they cannot allow Spikosaurus to have a clean run against their flanks. They turn, they come on the attack. There's the axe coming down.
I thought Bird was pro-sexism.
To the ribs of Spikosaurus, and then they get in a telling blow. Meanwhile, Dead Metal claws.
What's Dead Metal
Dominator
doing?
2 away and across the arena floor. The red bot looking on. Oh, and it's punctured the back there of Dominator 2, who come on the attack of Spikosaurus immediately. Drenched it across the arena floor in towards the house robots, but in doing so, then Dominator 2 was vulnerable.
No, thank you.
Metal. They may be spinning. They
It's
may
gone right
be
through. It's
grinning,
gone right through the
but
wall.
who has sustained punishment there? Who is in
Oh
trouble?
no, they're right. They're right.
Dominator 2, just waiting to see if Spikosaurus can come out to play. Come out, wherever you are. Down comes the axe, onto the top there of Spikosaurus. Spikosaurus, of course, the lower robot, lower centre of gravity. They're around about the same width, around about the same length, to be honest. Spikosaurus, the slower, but not by much. The heavier, but not by much. And certainly it seems to be the weaponry of Dominator 2 is the more effective. Will they win the Northern Annihilator? 6 bots went to Mo. 5 spikes, 4 axes, 3 controllers, 2 are left. Who will survive?
What are you saying?
In goes Dominator 2 with the pickaxe once and twice, trying to fracture that shell. Look
The
at
axe does hit quite hard, doesn't it?
Bam! So it's Dominator 2, the more adventurous at the moment. Oh, and shot very nearly.
Exactly.
Plus Spikosaurus up and
Yeah,
away.
that's what he meant. Yeah, these are pretty
To the
similar.
acts of Dominator 2. Peter Halloway, Chris Hall and Paul Tolliday, a graphic artist by trade.
Oh, graphic design is his passion.
For the remaining seconds of this Annihilator final. He draws on strength, that's for one. There's the axe. That certainly is the most potent force in this Annihilator final.
Oh, is it stopped? Is it stopped?
Away. What's happened here to Dominator 2? They're on the arena flipper. Has he lost control? Has he lost momentum? That was the puncture earlier on in the final. Have they been
What's Ref Bot
immobilised?
doing?
Dominator 2,
Shuts
it will
it
be a
right.
major surprise. There's grease on one
Oh,
of the
that's true.
wheels.
Yeah, not
There's
passion.
something
Not
been
passion.
fractured in there. But it looks to me as if Dominator 2 have finished and Spikosaurus the most unlikely winner.
Spikosaurus is going to win.
Look at this, the house robots come in, this Dead Metal with a great circular blade. Dominator 2, I thought they had this absolutely sewn up.
A genuine Northern winner.
Dead Metal's pincers and Dominator 2, the trio there. No, they're out of it. There's the
Yeah, the tire's gone.
jaws of life, killers of Kill-A-Lot. Dead Metal as well. The axe comes down of Shunt. What an end for Dominator 2.
What an end for Dominator 2.
They
I was going to
seem
snap it
on
off.
top, and look at this. It may be grease, but grease lightning it ain't. Because Kill-A-Lot has plucked up the pickaxe of Dominator 2. The old death waltz we love to hear and see.
Victoria Wood smiles on, but she wouldn't say anything.
Dominator 2.
She's just
in the ultimate and final
my friend
reckoning.
Victoria.
You are annihilated, and the flipper will confirm it. Surely, a couple of bounces, a couple of springs from the spring-loaded trapdoor, and Dominator 2 slams against the arena floor. Oh dear. The klaxon sounds, the death knell.
Yeah, see you next more,
For
guys.
Dominator 2. It is just to be fumbled and toyed with by the house robots now. Pit, 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 they cry. The Spikosaurus team look on in victory. Unlikely. I must admit, it's taken me totally by surprise. I thought this would win it, Dominator 2. But not when you've got Kill-A-Lot, and not when you've got Shunt, and not when you've got some problem with the mechanics. Dominator 2, you are through. Boo, no. Congratulations to Spikosaurus. Tenacious, competitive, dogged, and the champions.
Well, Spikosaurus luckier than the dinosaurs. Let's have a look at the highlights of that battle.
They were luckier than the dinosaurs.
Immediate pressure on Spikosaurus. But all the way through this Annihilator contest, they have shown remarkable resilience. Dominator 2
Kill-A-Lot would have given him plenty of time to get out of the way.
pierced and penetrated. I wonder if
Well, it was a real seesaw battle, arcade. It was getting hammered and then it just broke down.
They take punishment throughout about this Annihilator. I thought they'd gone there.
To be
with
fair, it was
Shunt.
durable.
I
It was
thought they'd
durable
gone there when Dominator
Spikosaurus.
2 came on the attack again. Look, there's barely life in Spikosaurus. But that was the moment that Killalot came in. That was the moment
There we go.
that Dominator 2 was flipped. And that was the moment Dominator
And
2
then
was
Killalot
finished.
seamlessly knocked it in the pit.
Well, that's the way it was. Let's talk to Dominator 2. Our gallant losers. I bet you're gutted, aren't you?
Just a bit.
What happened?
We died.
You certainly did die, but you were on top. You were winning. It looked like it was,
Right,
it was
last
your
chance.
trophy.
Surely Craig's going to talk to Andrea.
And they weren't.
They came back to life.
They came back to life, and you didn't. How come you died? What went wrong with the robot?
I think probably a battery's caved in. So.
Well, you know, you went from 6 robots, and you nearly made it.
We did.
You nearly made it. You made the final. Now you'll come back again, won't you?
Certainly will.
Nice to see
Come
you.
on, Craig.
Well, everyone's saying you were lucky, but you went from 6 robots, and you're the last one standing, so it can't be that much luck, can it?
Well, we had a lot of good luck. All the other robots helped us out along the way, I think. We just kind of stayed our distance for a lot of it and came out top in the end. You know, we got a reliable robot. It just keeps going.
Did you ever think you'd win the Annihilator?
No chance. Never in a million years.
Well, you've done well. Here's your trophy. Pick it up and show it to
Craig.
the crowd. Let's hear it for Spikosaurus! Well, there are prettier ways to settle those scores, but they're not as much fun as Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Not a word from the silent one. We didn't get too much crossed off on there, did we?
Building robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. To
Okay,
receive
don't-
our safety
nobody-
guidelines,
don't-
you must
don't
first
join
join
the
the
Robot
Robot
Wars
Wars
Club.
Club. Send a cheque or postal order for £12.95 to Robot Wars, London W1A 3AR. Members will also receive
Nobody-
a badge, video
nobody-
and club magazine. If you build a
we
qualifying
all want a
robot, your
badge, video
membership
and
fee will
club
be
magazine,
refunded.
but-
For more information, call our hotline.
Okay. Let's take a quick break and then we'll come back for the Southern Annihilator, which I hope is full of northern robots. Okay. Right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back for the Southern Annihilator. I'll be back in a minute. let's go back to the water. Or do we get to enjoy this transition again? Maybe. There we go. Right. Oh, is the... What's happened to the bingo card? It's there. Good, bingo card's refreshed. Let's go. Where do we think the robots in the Southern Annihilator will be from?
In the last Annihilator, 6 machines met and mauled. Axes sliced, flippers flopped, spikes thrust, robots tumbled. One by one the casualties fell, pounded and crumpled, punctured and dented. The elimination process took its toll, until eventually a hero emerged. Just one
Hero
left standing.
emerged.
Spikosaurus, the Annihilator Northern Champions. Now it's the turn of the South.
Thank God. Thank God they've got an event for the Southern robots to take part in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man with more strings attached than Captain Scarlet, Craig Charles.
What does that
Welcome
mean?
to the special edition of Robot Wars. And back, due to popular demand, is the second of our gruesome Annihilators. And what can I say about
Who
the robots
demanded
gathered
this?
here today? Only that they came, they saw, they kicked some serious bottom. Yes, folks, this is a war between 6 of the most
Again, they
ferocious
saw
robots
they
from
kicked
Robot
some
Wars
serious
so far.
bottom.
Now, the way the Annihilator works is fairly simple. All of our 6 robots are thrown in the arena together. There they fight until one of them is clearly eliminated or time runs out. With one robot annihilated, the survivors then given time to
absolutely,
make
Harry.
repairs before all 5 of them prepare to do battle
What's
again.
minus about this is
It's
why
6
didn't they
down to
just
5, down
why
to
didn't they
4,
just can the
and
North
so
and
on,
South
until 2
thing?
robotic hardnuts enter one decisive battle. This week, all of our robots are from the south.
Yes, folks,
These
does
aren't
seem
no
a bit
southern
odd,
softies. Let's meet some mechanical muscle.
Craig, all have fought in Robot Wars before. Spawn of
Okay,
Stutter,
some Southerners.
Onslaught, Behemoth. Look at Razor, well fancied, strong, dangerous. Attila the Drum, and last but not least, Vercingetorix.
Looking for a fight. Just about to go into the arena, we have our southern teams. Starting with Spawn of Scatter. Now, they are going to hypnotise you with their flashing blue lights, but they will do damage because they've got a pneumatic spike that comes at you at 120 miles an hour. Ouch. Behemoth costs $2.5 grand to make.
Oh, Team Behemoth.co.uk. I reckon that's got a chance.
Onslaught also have a lifter, but they could lift.
Oh, Probably Gutter does have a face,
How
absolutely.
much that is exactly. They're very proud because they've got the biggest motor on Robot Wars, but that's because it's from 1967.
Biggest
Attila the
motor.
Drum, their strength is that they can't be tipped over. When the drum moves, you'll have a taste of
Who's
that.
from Bedford, Harry?
Ouch. Razor have 9 tons worth of hydraulic piercing arm there, which is beautiful. It's an incredibly engineered machine. We look forward to seeing that get trashed. And last of all, Vercingetorix. This is beryllium carbonic alloy, which is what Buzz Lightyear's wings are made out of. I don't know how much good that will do you in the arena, boys.
Oh, do a lot of good.
Do a lot of good. They're confident. Now, they can lift a bus, apparently, and I think it's time for a pile-up.
Well, I wouldn't get in the arena with any of that lot, let alone all of them. Yeah, it should be a masterclass in mayhem as we let the annihilation begin.
Cannot lift a bus. That's a good point, Gordy, yeah. Onslaught's from Bedford, okay.
Seed number 3, Razor.
The reigning world
with
champions, team
Behemoth
captain Ian
and,
Lewis swims with sharks for fun.
or
The
Behemoth,
9-ton
I think is actually how it
hydraulic
should
piercer
be
on Razor
pronounced.
can do as much damage.
And Razor.
That's a great
We
white.
really do have 2 prime sore losers.
And let's have a look at the capabilities in Series 4 so far against Velociraptor. You can see the power of the cutting, crushing claw. Robo Chicken certainly
Essex, Holloway,
found that
Bedford,
out.
Southampton,
Those holes,
Hertfordshire,
450 of them
Dorset.
drilled in the robot to keep its weight down.
That's okay,
Speed
sure.
up to 11
You've
miles
done
an hour.
more than enough map
Heavy
service.
at 80 kilos. If it comes to a balancing act, difficult to haul
These
over.
places do seem broadly in the south,
the
don't they,
heavyweight
apart from
favourite, surely.
possibly Bedford.
I'm Ian Lewis. I'm Simon Scott.
And I'm Vinny Blood, and this is our machine, Razor. And we're ready for all-out war, and we're going to wreck the opposition. Absolutely trash them. Definitely. Grease them. Yeah, boys. Big time. Big time squeeze out. We're mean.
From Hebblehead
They certainly think they're lads, don't they? Is that enough?
A mighty machine. Joint heaviest here at 80 kilos, a titanium shell bucket scoop, 2 motors, and an electric wheelchair
I mean,
gearbox.
we're going to see
Will
Spawn
the
of
Moth
Scuttle
fly
at some
too near
point.
the
I
flames,
think
though?
we'll agree there, lads. And also, they've been probably got matching outfits.
In Series 3, we saw the power of the scoop against Shark Attack and then General Carnage. And in the heat final, things looked good as they rolled Pitbull over. But then they got stuck on an
Did
arena
anyone try
spike
the
and were unlucky
Behemoth
losers.
URL?
Hi, this is Team Behemoth, myself Anthony Pritchard, Kane Aston and Michael Pritchard, and this is our robot Behemoth. We've got power to lift them, push them, and we can self-right. Basically, we're going to flip them and kick them.
I think it's teambeermoth.co.uk.
Attila the Drum.
A mace and pickaxe mean there's nothing humdrum about Attila. A Kevlar shell protects the 24-volt motors. The drum rolls both sides up, even when it's flipped over. Now, we've already seen great aggression from Attila the Drum in Series 4 in the very first heat, using the mace there to create damage on King B3. And
Yes,
Medusa
but I thought it might
2000
be, 'cause
spinning wildly, though. The problem
they,
was a lack of
came
control
back to
and
the
style.
Revival series.
And ultimately, the judges
Great
ruled them
news.
out.
2 in a row. You would not have thought
So
it.
we're the Battlebot team. I'm Team Captain Bernie, this is Aisha, and this is Helen. And this is our robot.
Oh,
Attila the
Aisha
Drum.
and Helen.
We're
Surely.
really looking forward to this Annihilator round. We've got more chance of hitting other robots, and we're going to do it hopefully with this.
Yeah, I think that counts. Sorry.
And also the fur and the tassels and everything is going to put the fear of Attila into all the other robots as well.
From Bedford, Onslaught.
A pneumatically powered scooper, spikes at the rear, a Streamek. This seems to have it all, a steel chassis, power from a forklift truck motor. Get ready for the onslaught. In Series 3, as tenacious and nippy as a Jack Russell Terrier. Constantly on the attack, worrying, gnawing, but then against the impressive beast of Bodmin and former champions themselves, Onslaught lacked A, the power, and then a self-righting mechanism when flipped. They're back with a 3-mech this time,
do have an
and
energy,
could do well in the
don't they? Okay,
Annihilator. A very good sport is Onslaught.
Right, it's fast, right?
Hello, we're Team Onslaught. This is my son David, brother-in-law Mark. This is our robot, Onslaught. He has a lift in front, self-righting mechanism, a great big 1 kilowatt electric motor,
Ooh.
and very soon we should be going out into the arena with.
I was just
5
thinking that,
other
Harry.
robots, and
He does look
hopefully
like a
we'll
very
be able to
grumpy
beat the whole
child.
From the
Do you think that
Iron
counts?
Vercingetorix.
Kevlar and Lexan axe and lifter, materials and weapons double up to make this ancient name machine most modern indeed. These are veterans of Robot Wars. They've been with us for years with the old Latin inscriptions and never really lived up to their potential.
How old do you
Unless
think
they
that
can
child
get the
is?
weaponry working this time around, it'll be defeat. As it was against Terrapin in the first round last year in the old Latin inscription.
Oh, congratulations,
Lump 'em, shunt
mate.
'em, dump 'em.
Hi there, I'm Ian. This is Alistair and Tom. We are Team Vercingetorix. We're in the Annihilator, and we are going to do some annihilation.
From Grays in Essex.
Oh, that's graphic design. That is some passionate graphic
It has
design.
that pneumatic,
I think.
flipping, piercing, 120-mile-an-hour spike, can run upside down on its 4 wheels from a sack barrow, and 2 starter
Yeah, I
motors
think
from a
so,
saloon
Josie.
car
That is
give the
crossed
initial
off.
power. In Series 3, they went all the way to the semi-finals as Scutter's Revenge, only to be beaten by 101. But earlier, they'd shown great tenacity in defeating Thermidor, up to 15 miles an hour around the arena floor, using 78.8 kilos of power and shove. That took them through to their heat final. Oh, behave, said the Scutter's message.
Yeah,
but
I'm a big fan of
Pussycat
Thermidor.
didn't. They used an illegal blade. It shattered, and Scutter's Revenge
Thermidor
won.
2.
We're Team Spawn. This is Luke, Graham, and I'm Darren. And this is our robot Spawn. It's basically run by two V6 starter motors, which makes us probably the most powerful robot in the competition. We have a CO2 powered
Yeah, I think that
spike.
counts, Harry. I think that's
about
what's good.
120 mile an hour with half a ton of force behind it. And we're going to knock them out, basically.
Also, they've got matching shirts, hats, and glasses.
Lifter there at the front.
Do we
And
think that
Razor
counts
with
as an
the
outfit?
crusher. An onslaught with the bucket scoop. And there on the left-hand side, the Vercingetorix team in gear with the beard, Razor in the middle, and young David Wood of Onslaught on the right. And Attila the Drum with the pickaxe look, Spawn of Scudder with the spike. And Behemoth with the pneumatic scoop. Bernie Ryder of Attila the Drum on the left.
These are matching outfits, aren't they? These are matching outfits.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at the speed of Razor straight out of the traps there to the top right of your picture. Razor with a great crushing claw on Vercingetorix. There's Behemoth trying to get the scoop in. There's Razor immediately on the attack and piercing Vercingetorix's shell. The boys from the Isle of Wight with a Kevlar and Lexan machine in trouble straight away.
Who didn't start, Harry?
Piercing and crumbling Behemoth nearly flipped up by Onslaught, but look at this! Razor's great crushing, piercing weapon.
Oh, the big drum one. Let's have a look.
Trampling down
Let's have a
on
look at that.
Vercingetorix right from the start.
See if we get it. Oh no, it's going, it's going.
Away from Attila the Drum. Attila the Drum coming back using the pickaxe, don't forget. There, we just saw it. Onslaught in the middle. Vercingetorix trying to get back. But Razor. There we can see.
I think it was slow to get started, Harry, definitely.
Boys. They're doing most of the attacking so far. Onslaught though bashing against Razor. Razor taking on poor old Vercingetorix again. Well, they picked on them right from the start. And Behemoth coming in and lifting Razor up into the air. Onslaught trying to do the same with Vercingetorix. Probably not having enough power. Spawn of Scudder. Will we see the great piercing spike come out? They want them in the pit. Who's going in the pit? Attila the Drum in the top.
in the pit? They're just saying
Behemoth
pits.
almost flipped up. Spawn of Scudder in the action again. Toppling Onslaught against the scoop of Behemoth. Look at this now. It was Onslaught on the attack first of all on Behemoth.
The question here, I think, is whether can Razor not break down in this kind of battle?
Over goes Onslaught. Last time they didn't have a self-riding mechanism. They said they did this time.
Oh yeah, they're back over.
Away from Razor in spectacular fashion. Look at that. The Onslaught self-riding mechanism does work this time
Was it spectacular?
Attila the Drum is doing nothing but trundling around. Razor is on the attack again. Vercingetorix has been in the thick of everything right from the start. And
Yeah, can Razor keep not break down?
Terrier, we told you about
That's the
that
big
earlier
question
on.
by Timothy.
Now, Razor and Behemoth having a go at Attila the Drum, which does spin and turn around wildly. That's the Attila the Drum team. That was Aisha Nat, the 14-year-old, waving to us. Thumbs up from her. Meanwhile, Onslaught again flipped up and turning. As Vercingetorix been
Everyone's still going, to be fair to them.
one robot has to go. One robot
Attila the
will be
Drum is
eliminated
a...
at this stage, and I think
It certainly is a fun, isn't it?
Vercingetorix, Spawn of Scudder on the attack, Behemoth on the attack. Well, they were
I
really
don't think it's an
over the
awful
right from
fun.
the word go. This is Behemoth, and look at little Onslaught. Behemoth had a go at Spawn of Scudder. Anything you can do, I can do better. That was magnificent. Little Onslaught on the attack on Behemoth, and again, they will not give up the Onslaught boys from
Oh, dear. Oh, is that on fire?
Vercingetorix, though.
Is that on fire?
A little bit of smoke. I think they're out of it. This is Razor on the attack of Attila the Drum. Oh, and look at this. Will they break the pickaxe off?
We've
or is
been
it
quite
strong enough
strict
to
on fire
withstand the
before.
pressure? I think Vercingetorix
Yeah,
are
it's
out.
on smoke, isn't it?
It's not up to me, though. It's up to our three judges who have to decide. Here are our three busy brains. Professor Noel Sharkey, Head of Computer Science at the University of Sheffield and Director of the Creative Robotics Unit at Magna. Martin Smith, Head of the Mobile Robotics Research Unit at the University of East London and Chairman of the Cybernetics Society. And Dr. Myra Wilson, Head of Intelligent Robotics and Computer Science at the University of Wales in Aberystwyth.
Yeah, why are they even making a decision? Wasn't it on fire?
Style, control, damage and aggression. Plenty of that from Razor. Plenty of damage sustained by Vercingetorix. Spawn of Scudder took a little bit as well. Little Onslaught, magnificent throughout. Great competitors. Spawn of Scudder did enough to stay, and Onslaught flipped. But using the Shremek to right itself under pressure from Razor there. And all the while, Vercingetorix taking punishment and pressure from just about anyone. Behemoth, they were in the mix throughout as well. Another flip up and over for the Onslaught team. Razor then almost crumpled Attila the Drum, but for me, Vercingetorix, they will go out.
It has to be Vercingetorix, right? It
And
is.
that's what the
It
judges
is.
say as well. Confirmation that
That's not a bad
Spawn of
judge's
Scudder,
decision.
Onslaught, Behemoth, Razor and Attila the Drum all survived. Vercingetorix eliminated. Let's hear the excuses, Jules.
I had faith in you guys. This is the aerospace engineer team.
This is a farce.
What went wrong?
A simple little problem. The end of the aero got shorted out on the bodywork. So
They
it wouldn't
weren't
pick up the
moving.
signals.
What are you talking about?
Basically no
Okay.
control.
No, it shut down.
One of its little wheel
Shut down.
tassels were
And
on
then
fire a
you-
bit.
yeah, they
Oh, well,
kicked
let's
to
keep
the
it. I
side
think we
and
might
you-
get
and
more
you got
fire in a
toasted.
future round
It's
then.
warm. Oh, it's warm.
Oh, so a tiny little thing like that can ruin the whole fight.
Yep.
Well, that is the cruelty of Robot Wars. A tiny thing goes wrong and you are
That is the cruelty of war, isn't it?
Now, I know some of you'll be thinking that that first battle was just an excuse to create as much carnage as possible. Well, good. I'm glad you've got the general idea. But now it's 5 down to 4 as we let the annihilation begin.
Well, yeah, they did.
Roboteers, stand by.
Our formidable 5. Oh, Attila the Drum
Oh.
changed weapons, look. Onslaught, so plucky.
Is that going to help?
And Razor,
I mean,
so
probably
formidable.
not.
Attila the Drum with Bernie Ryder, the team captain. On the left-hand side there, Aisha next to him. All the Onslaught boys arriving in the middle, a little bit late, and Razor on the right. There's Spawn of Scudder. And Behemoth, a heavyweight. Spawn of Scudder boys on the left-hand side. Darren Ball, Graham Warner, Luke Chapman, they all work together.
Here we go.
Customary bright start from Razor then, from the right-hand side of your pitch. In comes Onslaught!
Ooh.
Oh, as plucky as ever to take on Razor. Behemoth trying to flip Onslaught, don't know why. It's got a very effective streamer. Razor tried to, crumple and puncture the front scoop of Behemoth. Now attacking Spawn of Scudder with a sharp teeth front. Trying to puncture Spawn of Scudder as it diverts and gets her into. Look at Onslaught, the wheels may be spinning. The hearts, though, of Razor fluttering
Yeah.
under the attack of Onslaught.
I have
Tremendous.
sometimes thought about what they would smell like.
Razor
It's
now
not going to be good, is it?
against Spawn of Scudder, but that was
Do you
the
reckon
push
this
from
is
Onslaught, which shows
slightly
tremendous
before
power.
energy drinks
Razor
were very
takes
popular?
Spawn
like
of
that?
Scudder in a
They wouldn't have
grisly
Red Bull?
grip.
What's
And
this?
Attila the Drum
2000, 1999.
keeps on trundling on. In comes the ref bot to have a look at Spawn of Scudder. Are they immobilised? Razor almost turned over though. Now we know that Razor can flip
Red
itself
Bull mid-90s,
using
okay, fine.
that
Yeah, I think you're probably, you think
claw
you're right.
mechanism.
Right,
You see that? It's over on its side. We know they can right itself. Little help from Onslaught. Topsy-turvy. I think Razor should be okay, but Behemoth is in there and putting pressure on them. And Onslaught, and time is ticking down. Razor will have to prove they are not totally immobilised. Spawn and Scudder, Behemoth, they're all combining
Razor's
against
got the
Razor,
fight
the
now.
favourite.
Razor's back
And
up.
Razor up and ready to take on Onslaught. Onslaught on its side. That means it's
We're
vulnerable.
back to
If it's on its
Rhino
side.
okay, so this could be the
If
year,
it's flipped over, it can stream it, but
debut
not
of
if it's on
Red
its side. They're okay, they're
Bull.
away.
We're getting different
Razor trying to exact
stories.
some sort of revenge on Behemoth, and there goes Attila the
Praise the
Drum.
UK and this is-
If in trouble, run away, live to fight another day. In they come, little smack of the mace down on Behemoth. Onslaught. Snapping away there once again, Onslaught and Razor both toppled. Who can right themselves the quickest? Onslaught are up, Razor not far
Very
behind
good,
them there.
self-righteous
Look at
in
this,
this.
Onslaught, 1, 2, 3, up and over she blows. And Razor just behind. Those are the two impressive robots for me so far in this Annihilator, the most impressive. Again, Razor using that wing mechanism. Attila the Drum, a little bit of force, a little bit of power to try and keep them over. And a slam down of the mace. I don't think that's going to cause too much damage, to be brutally honest.
Yeah,
Spawn
up
of
and over
Scudder
she blows.
on the
Yeah,
attack,
like
but Razor
the
here,
old saying,
they're going to
Jason.
have to flick themselves up and over. And Spawn of Scudder,
Razor's back.
well, they could rue that ultimately, helping Razor to right themselves. That is not good controlled aggression from Spawn of Scudder. And should it go to the judges, they will be marked down on that. I don't quite know how the judges would mark Attila the Drum, to be honest. They just seem to be a mad
UAOS
thing to me. Razor
Razor,
puncturing
look, right,
Behemoth
this is
right
fun.
behind the scoop. Look, it's got in on the scoop mechanism,
Hello.
Razor, to try and disable the scoop of Behemoth.
You want to disable
Trying
its
to
scoop.
cut the weapon effectively. It's a pneumatic scoop. Oh,
Oh,
in on the
dear.
side now of Behemoth. Taking punishment.
Behemoth's
The
looking quite
great
sluggish
80
now,
kilo
and he does have a hole in
machine
it.
from Hemel Hempstead. Attila the Drum buffets. Behemoth tries to ride the pressure from Razor. Has a chance to get away, but it's not the quickest at 6 miles an hour. Razor here, like a dog with a bone. After Behemoth, it will not let it alone. It's trying to worry it to row bottom.
What does Jonathan Pierce's dog do to its
Scudder trying to
buttons?
stay out of trouble, and Oblivion wisely also, because this is the duel that matters now. It's how long Behemoth can survive. And Michael and Anthony Pritchard, the brothers, with Kane Aston in support as well, trying to steer Behemoth out of trouble. I don't think they can. I don't think it's moving at all. I think Behemoth have been immobilised. I think the end is nigh for them.
Is it immobilised? Certainly not moving very well.
Spawn and Scudder there, top of your picture, and of course, yes, that's another drum. And it's Behemoth for me who will go out here.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's for.
A little bit of a busy run, but stay out of trouble, Onslaught. That's the message for them now.
Yeah,
with Alan Wood, the Harpo Marks look-alike, and his son David and Mark Holland in the team. And this is Spawn and Scudder under pressure from Razor. Had enough of Behemoth. They think Behemoth have finished. Well, it is moving, but
they're broken now.
Scudder, look at that. They think they're out. Spawn and Scudder, the Essex boys, think they've been immobilised. And look at this attack on Attila the Drum now from Onslaught. It's all happening in front of us in the Northern Annihilator.
Look at Attila the Drum just waddling around, not really doing anything.
Spawn of Scudder, have they survived? Goodness me. They applaud. Will they get the judge's decision? The attack on Spawn of Scudder by Razor early on under pressure from Onslaught. I love Onslaught. Razor on its side.
I don't know if Behemoth.
There.
Yeah, it could be any of these things, Harry. Yeah, yeah. If Behemoth had gone through, it's a big. Actually, it's almost a fluke. Whoever goes
This is
through,
the
right?
punishment Behemoth took from Razor, and I don't think there was a lot of life left in Behemoth before the attack on Spawn and Scudder. Certainly their team looked most unhappy. Who goes out? Who stays in? Let's see. The judges have said Spawn of Scudder were totally immobilised, and Behemoth still had a little life left to join Onslaught, Attila the Drum, and Razor.
Spawn of Scudder.
That is true, Josie. Yeah.
You must be gutted.
Yeah, we are a bit. It wasn't even.
Actually, I think the last episode was a bit of a fluke win, wasn't it? Because it did. Spikosaurus, the other one, did just break down.
From the receiver to the rest of the robot. Dead in the water.
Oh dear.
We could only really go
I don't know if it's a bad judging decision because they had stopped.
Oh no, the beautiful 120 mile an hour spike.
Spike was ineffective. I mean, it wasn't Razor that knocked the drive out. We don't know what's happened because we've lost everything. The whole thing's dead.
Scrap metal.
Well, it is now.
You've been brilliant. Well done, team.
They do sound pretty sore, don't they?
Behemoth boys, why
Do you think
are
they're
you
sore?
not practically hammering and drilling and all that
We've
sort
done
of
all our
thing?
hammering. We've got it all straight now from where Razor bent it. But unfortunately, we found out the gear has slipped inside the gearbox.
And that's your spare?
That's the spare, yeah.
But you haven't got time to put it
No,
in?
it takes about half an hour to swap them over.
Oh, it's so unfair.
I know.
Oh, they're right.
Gutted.
Yeah, next time.
Next time, exactly.
More powerful, faster than ever before, ready to win.
Oh, inside the gearbox.
All right.
No, the beautiful.
Just seems.
Gutted.
Yeah, we are a bit. It wasn't even Razor that's knocked us out, so.
Who was it then? What happened?
We don't know. We've just seemed to have lost either reception or power from the receiver to the rest of the robot. Dead in the water.
Oh dear.
I don't think he's being too sore.
We couldn't get the spike on him.
Oh no, the beautiful 120 mile an hour spike.
Spike was ineffective. I mean, it wasn't Razor that knocked the drive out. We don't know what's happened because we've lost everything. The whole thing's dead.
Scrap metal.
Yeah, wistful
well, it is
loser,
now.
maybe.
You've
that's
been
fine,
brilliant.
Harry.
Well done, team. The Behemoth boys, why are you not frantically hammering and drilling and all that
We've
sort
done
of
all
thing?
our hammering. We've got it all straight now from where Razor bent it. But unfortunately, we found out the gear has slipped inside the gearbox.
And that's your spare?
That's the spare, yeah.
But you haven't got time to put it
No,
in?
it takes about half an hour to swap them over.
Oh, it's so unfair.
I know.
Are you gutted?
Yeah, next time.
Next time, exactly.
More powerful, faster than ever before, ready to win.
Oh dear, what a shame for the Behemoth boys. Out they go. Attila the Drum, Onslaught and Razor. They stay in. Sorry, boys.
And so we're down to 3. And just as our robots can begin to taste victory, one of them is about to eat dirt as the Annihilator takes another victim. So, let the annihilation begin!
Let the annihilation begin.
Roboteers, stand by.
Our terrible trio, Onslaught, magnificent. Razor, crushing. The Onslaught boys, Mark Collin, David Wood and his dad Alan, and the Razor team in there, Ian Lewis, Simon Scott. Not forgetting team member Vincent Blood as well. There's Attila the Drum from Southampton, Bernie Ryder at the controls, Helen and Aisha with him. 2, 1. Well, I would imagine Attila the Drum very much up against it here, unless Razor or Onslaught decide to take the other favourite out, as I make them co-favourites at the moment for this.
It does seem brutal on the bots, okay, yeah. I guess not least because they're not really designed to run like in back-to-back battles, are they?
They could win this by doing very little in the entire Annihilator. Onslaught through the flames. 12 miles an hour top speed. Too quick for Razor, it would seem.
Well, they're just running away from each other.
Great crushing weapon. And Attila the Drum, now that is the first time we've seen a real punishing attack from Attila the Drum. The potential of an attack anyway. A maddening spin.
Was it
and
punishing?
The flail on the end. Very, very nearly caught. And that is a worthy tactic. I want to see that again from Attila the Drum. Look at that, spinning wildly. And if that connects and catches, then Razor and Onslaught could be in real trouble. They, meanwhile, duel their dance of death together. Onslaught away, Attila spinning. Onslaught away from Razor. In comes Attila the Drum, bang down. It needs to get closer. The ref bot has a look. Razor trying to catch up with Onslaught and get side on so he can crush down with the beak. Of course, Onslaught has other ideas. No point in trying to flip Attila the Drum. It can roll both sides up. Drum, not this one. And the tempo of the drum is beating ever quicker, it would seem. Can he catch Razor, or will Razor go in and pierce the very drum itself? Fully floating electronics inside the body of Kevlar on Attila the Drum. Razor with the electric power and the 9-ton hydraulic piercer. And Onslaught with the pneumatically powered scooper, the static spikes at the rear. Razor spinning in the middle of the arena floor. This is very close, you know. It is not been the most punishing of Annihilator rounds. It's a little bit more cagey, but that is another strong blow from Attila the Drum. And now they are finally proving worthy opponents here. Look at that, crashing against Razor.
I was going to say, at the moment, Attila couldn't possibly go out. It's the only one to hit
Razor was clearly stunned.
Yeah, Razor was clearly stunned.
Need to get Razor moving again, otherwise we could have an upset. Because although it is danced on the arena floor, it has taken punishment. Look at that, bang! Bang from Attila the Drum. Onslaught has been busy, Attila the Drum has been potentially destructive, and Razor here suddenly is up against it and needs to work hard. Waiting its moment to close on Attila the Drum, but they can't get in there, fearful of that mighty mace-type weapon at the end. It's an interchangeable weapon. They can bring back the pickaxe. Razor trying to close in there on Onslaught. A bash and a crash. Now, has the hydraulic crusher of Razor become immobilised? We haven't really seen it here at this stage. It draws back. It tries to tatter it down. Killalot's got Attila. Attila driven in onto the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, and that meant it was game for Sir Killalot. What a shame!
Yeah, I think you're right.
What a shame for Bernie Ryder and the team, because I thought they were doing so well. Can they now redeem themselves? They've gone back onto the fringe of the CPZ. That's lunacy.
That is lunacy.
Sir Killalot's got the weapon. The wheels spin, but there's no one at home, Bernie Ryder, I'm afraid. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The wheels are tattered and torn. And I thought we were in for a major, major upset. Onslaught and Razor, will they now survive if it goes to the judges? Because the most punishment sustained by anyone at this stage sustained there.
Oh dear.
It was the House Robots that caused it. Now can Razor suddenly close on Onslaught? Goodness me, they just got away. Matilda in the thick of the action there as well. Onslaught very nearly into peril.
Oh.
And they are in peril now.
They are in peril now.
Now you can see the crushing beak. And it'll go to the judges again. Will they survive? Nice try, Razor. Would have been a nice enough try by Killalot. We'll wait and see what the judges say. Look at this. The flailing mace of Attila the Drum as Onslaught and Razor busied themselves with each other. Onslaught on the attack on Attila the Drum. But that was a mighty crash and a bash on Razor.
I think we're getting into very desperate territory if we're playing that.
Good tactics pushing Attila the Drum.
No, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic.
Was that the decisive moment, or was this? We'll wait and see.
Attila the Drum forced into Killock ZPZ. Immobilised. Attila the Drum annihilated. You got fair way, didn't you?
Yeah.
Were you pleased with how far you got?
There we go.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, not too bad.
It's quite a mean little knight thing on the back of your drum, isn't it?
I know, yeah. You can go over the top of it or swing round with it. But at the end there, I lost drive to one wheel. I think it might have been Razor. Hit something at the front there, I don't know. But
well, he's a tough robot, that Razor, isn't he?
Yeah.
You probably get relieved you're out then.
Yeah.
You would have to fight them all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's a bit of weight off my mind.
Well, it was nice to have you. We hope you come back next year.
Yeah, nice being here.
Okay. Yeah, it's great. Well, let's hear it for Attila the Drum.
Oh, it looks like PC music artist Bobot.
One wheel on their wagon, not enough for Attila the Drum to stay in. Immobilised and out. Onslaught left with Razor.
Well, we're sorry to see you go.
Yeah.
But it was a great fight, wasn't it?
It's a fantastic fight. The best one we've had, I think.
Yeah. And what happened? Why are you immobilised in that corner?
Not quite sure. We got pushed in the corner and the Killock grabbed us, but I think we lost drive to one of the wheels maybe just before that. It could have been Onslaught, it could have been Razor, because he took a nip out of us at the front.
Oh.
And,
was there a point that you thought you'd had that?
Definitely. When they were fighting together, we were spinning around, we were hitting both at the same time.
I know, it was beautiful work. But back to Southampton, and back for the next wars, we hope.
Oh yes, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Out go the Drum. There's the Onslaught
really talked about
machine,
the war.
along with Razor, Ian Lewis and Simon Scott, co-favourites for me, both magnificent.
Machine covered in soot.
Well, a
No,
key
I'm happy
question
to-
is how much
I'm
titanium
happy
have
to
you
go
got?
into it.
We've got quite a bit. The whole rear axle is titanium, and the front axle and the tips on the back
Well-
here on the spikes, they're all titanium.
So those are the bits that Razor can't get hold of quite so easily, or
Not
can't
quite so
crush.
It's hard to say. It's definitively not about man. Oh, hello, Wars
It is, and it can go straight through the lid.
2497.
Can. And Razor did that.
He did.
What else did he do?
He bent the side of the chassis. Which
It's not looking good, is it?
Oh no.
But you've got your 1967 motor.
Yes.
It's actually still quite warm.
It is it's very hot.
It's very hot. Now, have we got a message for Razor? Come on. It's the finals.
Be gentle.
Be gentle. I think I'm going to leave you. You need tactics, really, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, have you thought of anything? How are you going to approach this? Well, here's one they prepared earlier. And that's what it looks like now. Now, you've taken quite a lot of damage, haven't you?
It's wrecked, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah, Scott. Just another, maybe one more fight left.
What was that little picture of Razor they'd drawn?
Well, you only need one. You've got 9 tons of hydraulic pierce there.
Have you thought that was a very good question?
There's a nice bit of damage here. That's the battery off Vercingetorix where we pierced them earlier on. We've got the acid on the nose.
We
still.
said sorry
Straight
because
through.
we're honourable like that. Yeah.
Well, we've already seen what you did to Onslaught earlier. They're suffering more
Yeah.
holes than you, I tell you. They look like a sieve at the
We've got a
moment.
great axe hole there. Nearly clipped the motors. We had motors overheating today, so we've been cooling them
There
down.
are moments where I really
big
miss
air stream off
Philippa,
the gas bowl.
but actually,
Ice pack on there.
Yeah, you need it.
you know,
Well, you're away,
Julia
aren't
has
you,
grown
really?
on me.
I'll just leave you to put the other side on, and we'll
Pick it
see
up.
you in that arena.
See you in a bit.
Yes, Ross, that is absolutely
Well,
what
we
we
said it'd be brutal. And having seen what they've swept up off the arena floor, I don't think there's as much twisted
In many
metal in
ways,
Yuri
case in
Geller's
point,
cutlery drawer.
here is our
But
bingo
after all
card
the
of things we're
mayhem,
looking for.
2 robots have somehow survived, but only one can be crowned.
So there's a good
Annihilator
combination
champion
of
the
fun and
South.
silly on
This
that.
should be a classic. Let the final begin!
Robot Roars is good, although I don't know that Roars is a robot.
Diabolical duo.
They're accusing
Razor
Roars of
reigning
being a
world
bot, Harry.
champions. There's the team
Seems a
from
bit
Blood,
harsh.
Simon Scott, Ian Lewis. Onslaught from Bedford.
Okay, it's the
A
final.
Dad, son and brother-in-law
Who's going to be
team.
the best
Son
robot
David
from
there on
the
left,
same?
and Alan in the middle.
I don't really think it's harsh, Harry.
getting Mark Holland, the brother-in-law of Alan, very much a part of the Onslaught team. You didn't fancy this, did they? Let's be honest.
They did not see that up for it.
Out
That's
of
true.
punishing range of Razor, dodging around Matilda. How about that?
That's
Tilda,
good.
you were far too slow
Matilda.
there. They got in behind Matilda and totally left her for dead. Onslaught trying to stay away from Razor. That's more important, of course. Matilda wants revenge. You can't make me look like a daft old what? I'm not too sure. One hates to think about descriptions for Matilda, really. Stuff of nightmares. Oh, look at that. They've driven straight onto the Razor beak. And Razor know. That's Vinny Blood there with a thumbs up. They know now they've got Onslaught. They can do with Onslaught exactly what they want. And that is to let them go, because they know they can come in and crash. There was an attack of the beak weapon. They've got Onslaught by the tyre, by the wheel, a crash. And Onslaught, well, the tyre slightly, only slightly shredded, and it looks to me as if they've got full power and momentum. Or have they? Razor again worrying and nagging, and they pace themselves magnificently in this Southern Annihilator to come strong at the end. Onslaught, well, we better have a go. Charging headlong at Razor. Do you know, I'm not too sure whether they've got full crushing ability or whether they have done throughout. The tyre now fully shredded,
the tyre has come
was
right off.
done. Look at that, the tyre, which had been shredded in the earlier attack, seemed to be okay, but no, it wasn't. And that will be a major problem now for Onslaught's traction on the arena floor. Razor bumps and bashes. Again, almost tentative though with the claw. Almost as if they don't want yet to pierce the steel chassis and the covering armour of Onslaught. Onslaught away, beyond Matilda, beyond the flame, spurting out from the arena floor. They're the remnants of its tyre.
It's driven into Matilda.
What are they doing? Straight back into the CPZ. In comes Razor. Onslaught on its side. And I mentioned beforehand, if it was flipped over, it could stream itself right, but not on its side. I don't think so.
Matilda.
Against the
no.
Matilda pressurised and punctured by Razor. Oh dear. Look at that. Matilda taking one on the shell. The rear of Matilda has never been quite
Something's
seen
on fire.
like this before, and I have to say, thank goodness Matilda's on fire. Razor is destroying Matilda. There's the flame from Matilda. The tusks were raised. I think it was just the last sort of nervous spasm of Matilda. They're in major.
Is it sexist to attack Matilda? It's sexist to the other. Why aren't the other house robots helping?
Do the gallant thing, take on Razor. Onslaught's long been forgotten. Matilda, Killalot,
Killalot is
right
no
to the
good.
realm, sir. Get in, sir, and protect your
Killalot
Tildy.
is just there, yeah.
No such fear. We'll let Tildy bear the brunt of the attack of Razor. Is there anything left of Matilda, I wonder?
If I did, it would be an attempt to put out the fire, I
left
think.
of Onslaught, I'm sure. And just when
Yeah,
Matilda
very
thought she was
possibly,
away,
Harry, very
up comes
possibly.
Razor. Down goes the pit. Go on, chuck Tildy down there. Get Matilda in the pit. Oh, Matilda, what's happened to you, dear? I think it's time you took a long rest, Matilda.
This is sexist. This is no sexist.
Take a long convalescence, Matilda. Killalot, was Killalot nudging Matilda towards the pit there, everyone? I'm not too sure. The house robots seem to be teaming up with Razor against poor old Matilda. What's going on? Vinny Blood and the Razor team have won this Southern Annihilator. Poor old Matilda, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What on earth has happened to the darling of Robot Wars? Matilda, yes, I know, it's sad, isn't it? But she is our darling. Oh, Matilda.
Yeah, is this
We
the
will not walk
series?
with you for
And
a
then
while. It would
in the series after this, Matilda has the quite good big wheel on the back.
Eventually, Dead
Oh,
Metal
Onslaught's
doing the
in.
right thing by Matilda. Onslaught in the pit. Razor have won the Southern Annihilator. And now Sir Killalot can come in for revenge. You're a little bit too late, Knight of the Realm.
Matilda was on fire, yes. There you go.
Matilda from now on in the red
Matilda
wall.
definitely on fire. Actually, Bash might have set it on fire.
Will this be the last we ever see of Matilda, I wonder? Razor strong enough to be
Yeah, I think you're right,
our
Harry.
Southern survivors.
Give the flag for Extreme. There we go. So they did rebuild Matilda. Hello, Hondo.
Well, Onslaught are slaughtered.
You've missed finding out who the best robots in the north and the south are.
What a Southern Annihilator final it was. Onslaught driving onto Razor. Straight
Yeah, the north.
into the valley of robot death almost. The wheel was shredded, you see.
Which northern town is the best? Is it Ipswich or Oxford?
Into the CPZ. Matilda took a nudge, then took punishment.
Oh.
And boy, what punishment from Razor.
Thank you, Hondo. Oh no, thank you, Harry,
Poor old
for
Matilda.
gifting us up to Hondo.
Original house robot of Robot Wars. I wonder if she is to be no more after that sort of punishment. And Flame, Onslaught beaten, Razor Southern Annihilator champions, but Matilda waltz with me once more.
And that's the way it was. I must admit, kind of welling up with tears here. We might be looking at our first Robot Wars funeral. Onslaught.
F's in the chat for
You were in with
Matilda,
a fairly good
please.
robot. In fact, a very good robot, weren't you?
We were.
When you're fighting a robot like that, what do you think? I mean, what's your strategy? What's your plan?
Keep away as much as possible, I think.
Well, you didn't. You kept driving up its ramp and...
Well, in the end, you have to,
Shit,
you have to go for
they
it,
need a
don't
sad
you? But
alert, don't
they're
they?
certainly better than we are. Much better.
It's a right little terrier of a robot, yours, though, isn't
yes,
it?
it's tough.
Yes,
It keeps on
Matilda.
going.
It certainly does.
And his spike wasn't really penetrating you that much, that sort of evil claw they've got.
No, it's quite tough in places, but they managed to find a couple of places where it wasn't quite so tough.
You'll come and see us again, won't you?
Certainly will.
That's the Onslaught team, ladies and gentlemen.
Little treats for...
So you go and get yourself a brand new skin.
Yeah.
And then you start acting like a right villain.
Yeah, that's right. Nice
Act
bit
if
of,
you're up.
What's wrong with Matilda?
Well, quite a lot now.
You're not wrong, she was blowing up inside.
We said last year that we'd pop Matilda's body, so we come true to our word. It had to be done.
She exploded inside, all these explosions.
Yeah,
were
do,
going off and-
do you know what, Harry? I'm with you. I'm with you. Those trousers are amusing humanities.
You took care of Onslaught, and then you went after the house robots. Yeah. I was begging Sir Killalot to go in and get you, but he seemed scared of you as well.
Well, he did after a while. He tended to sort of hide for a bit, and then he got his courage up and finally got us.
He's a slippery customer, his old Killalot. He lays a bit of a snail track, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He chases
he does.
around.
Total annihilation, chaps.
Yeah.
You're the annihilation champions of the South. Here's your trophy. Show the audience.
Yeah, the hair is... Yeah. Looks suspiciously like exactly the same trophy from the last 4 episodes we've watched.
Pure annihilation from Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well done, Razor. Miss Craig's plan, we can revisit. Here we go. I want to play it this time. They did, Harry, yeah.
From a robot that's prettier than all of the cores. Pure annihilation from Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
From a robot that's prettier than all of the cores. It's pure annihilation on Robot Wars. Atafki? I don't know. But who's it referring to, Josie? Razor? Yeah, all of the cores, yeah. Yeah, exactly like I've already said, including the guy that's in the cores. The cores were they're an Irish brother and sister group.
Matilda, created at the dawn of Robot Wars, R.I.P., rust in peace, DIA, destroyed in action.
Yeah, DIA's in the chat, please.
DYWB, do you want a bet?
Oh, a cliffhanger.
Oh yes!
Oh, Matilda's alive! This is a proof of bad bits.
robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. To receive our safety guidelines, you must first join the Robot
did
Wars
just take some
Club.
badges
Send a
on
check
there.
or
That
postal
bit was
order for
good.
£12.95 to Robot Wars, London W1A 3AR. Members will also receive a badge.
But yeah, that bit was so good. I'm gonna watch that again.
Matilda, created at the dawn of Robot Wars, R.I.P., rust in peace, DIA, destroyed in action. DYWB, do you want a bet? Oh yes, the matriarch of mayhem, the sister of slice and dice, the grandmother of grinding metal, will be back!
The grandmother of grinding metal.
Building robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. To receive our safety guidelines, you must first join the Robot Wars Club. Send a cheque or postal order for £12.95 to Robot Wars, London W1A 3AR. Members will also receive a badge, video and club magazine. If you build a qualifying robot, your membership fee will be refunded. For more information, call our hotline.
Yeah, RIP, DIA, DYWB. Yeah, I sort of thought Awful Palm would cover it, but you're right, it doesn't cover. It's not broad enough for just. You're right. Something for it's just the Jonathan Pists. It's not necessarily a pun. It's just something so mind-bogglingly stupid. Yep, yeah, you're right, Roz. That would be every episode. Our King of Time's been lurking. Joe, I think we've got time for a third episode. I think there is only one. There is only one Christmas special left, so that'd be good to get that one watched. I am going to go to the toilet though, so we'll take a quick break. Get yourself a drink or something, and then we'll come back for a third episode. I can tell you what it is. It will be it's the War of Independence, the Robot War of Independence. There's gonna be a third episode, Josie. Yeah, because I think the things can still be. Well, first, I think it was all filmed in 1999, so I think it was all filmed in the 90s. But I think things that are just over there are still amusingly 90s things that happened in the year 2000. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna get yourselves a drink or whatever, and I'll be back in a minute. But you're right, we should be more guarded. But if something is amusingly 2000s, would you say you're amusingly 90s, Atafki? Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just I'm gonna refresh the bingo card. Should have my headphones on. Right, okay, here we go. We're back. Okay, fresh bingo card. Let's see the Robot War of Independence. Got audio? We've got audio. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who thought a gherka was the green thing they put in hamburgers, Craig Charles.
It's early.
Welcome to this very special edition of
Don't
Robot
think that's
Wars.
all right.
Yes, get ready for America versus Britain in the all-new War of Independence. Now, for those of you who didn't pay attention in history class, America fought for independence from Britain over 200 years ago. Since then, the war's continued. We've sent them over a volley of boy bands. They sent us back Michael Bolton. In those terms, I'd say they were winning. But now it's time to settle the score once and for all.
What does that
right
mean?
now, 8 robotic recruits from either side of the Atlantic are waiting to do it the hard way. Let's see who's not going to have
I
such
don't
a
know,
nice
Mighty
day.
Mighty, I don't know.
Oh yes, Craig, hands across the ocean and a warm wave of welcome
Oh,
to
good news,
Gettobot,
Harry.
Ramstein, Mangulator and...
Good news, Harry. You did miss a bit of racism, yeah. But also, some of your favourite boys are here.
Frenzy against the UK hopefuls, Detonator Ming 2, Panic Attack, champions of the second series of Robot Wars. The first up-and-coming Mortis.
Well, they may be united in the pits, but it's time to get devastatingly divided in the arena. Let the War of Independence begin!
Get a pot. Who knows, JC?
From Nottingham and Cambridge,
I don't even
Mortis.
get a chat.
Infamous competitors from previous Robot Wars, the axe is fearsome, the arm can hoist 100 kilos, aerospace-grade materials used throughout. All of the UK robots here have a zero-turning circle. And already in this series of Robot
Nottingham
Wars,
and
we see the
Cambridge,
power of
Harry,
that
yeah.
axe. Next to it is the
Yeah, it's the first time I've heard that.
self-riding mechanism arm, certainly Mortis, one to be reckoned with.
Hi, my name's Rob Knight. This is Arthur Chilcott, and our third team member, Paul Ford, is away flying. This is our robot Mortis.
Flying.
Here for the War of Independence, hoping to kick some American butt. Pretty much the same as it was in the last war. The major new difference is that the arm was...
You're right, Ataki. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Fully spectacled team. Fully spectacled team.
Big pointy thing, and we also have a lifter.
Yeah, what's it?
Michigan, representing the USA, Gettobot.
Lightest and youngest of the US teams are
Here
wedge
it
shaped to
is.
flip opponents. Recently, they entered a competition to design robots for specific tasks. They finished 43rd out of 261.
Hi, I'm Joe, and these are my teammates, John and Al. This is our robot.
Yeah, that was a
Gettobot.
weird.
We're
Hang on, let's hear all of this again.
And we also have a lifter.
Let's hear all of this again. It did sound different.
From Michigan, representing the USA, Gettobot.
Lightest and youngest of the US teams are wedge-shaped to flip opponents. Recently, they entered a competition to
That did
design
sound
robots for
different.
specific tasks. They finished 43rd out of 261.
It's strange.
Hi, I'm Joe, and these are my teammates, John and Al. This is our robot, the Gettobot. We're straight from Michigan, and it's got tank treads that'll hopefully allow us to really push some of the other robots around and push them underneath our wedge shape here that'll topple them over.
Roboteers, stand
There we
by.
go, top of the moment.
Gettobot are regulating robotic competitions at high school level. Joe at the controls, an engineering
It did
student
sound
at
like
Purdue
it, didn't it?
University,
Yeah.
And then Mortis, it came out of Cambridge
Let's
University.
keep
really,
listening and
after
see if
Phil
that
Rutten at
comes
the
back.
Controls, Rob Knight.
Yeah, no Weps or Wedge. I think maybe it was some 41 Honda, yeah.
Well, Ghettobot's going to have to go some here to stop Mortis in its tracks. And the British robot trundling up and over. Ghettobot from Michigan. And there
Yeah,
you can
maybe,
see
Harry, yeah.
the diamond-edged axe of Mortis.
Still denting it a bit.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh,
9
dear.
dents, but at
Oh,
the moment they have yet
Does that count as a face?
to puncture
It's a
Ghettobot.
picture of a face.
The RefBot looks on. Look at that high-tech.
Yeah, I would count that as a face.
design of Rob
I'm
Knight's
happy to count that as a
controls.
face.
We'll see it again, I'm sure. Mortis edging Ghettobot towards the flame pit. At the controls, Joe Taylor, alongside him, John.
What we have got, Raws, is we've got bullshit claim about a robot, which is a type of incorrect information. A face is a face. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's a face. I'm happy to take the... Oh, is that on fire? Is that on fire? Is that on fire or is it just on the flame pit? Oh no, that's on fire. That's on fire. That's on fire.
By the UK robot, and look at RefBot in there with the old fire extinguisher Ghettobot.
That is on fire.
I think have been immobilised. Or
That's
have
on
they?
tin
No,
foil,
a little
yeah.
nudge, a little prod. Back come Mortis again. And there, the great axe of Shunt came in.
Shunt made
metal
Mortis'
as well.
axe look like shit,
Look at
doesn't it?
Shunt's axe. More powerful, sharper than that of Mortis, it would seem.
Well, having a nice
They are
time.
not having a nice day, Craig, are they,
Yeah.
in that?
I don't think they were. They look
And
like
you
they
can
were.
see the puncture marks now. The sparks from Dead Metal Circular saw on the right. Shunt with the axe, and Mortis takes on Killalot. Well, I'll tell you what, Rob Knight and Arthur Chilcott have always
That's
been
good.
great sports in Robot Wars, and they want a crack at the House Robots because they think Ghettobot is finished here. They think it's first blood to the limeys, and they're taking on Sir Killalot here. Look at the launch, you don't want to get too close to that. Rob Knight at the controls. Ghettobot. Well, it's well and truly a salt and pepper pot by the end of it all.
Yeah, hit on the face was
Victory, of
good.
course, to Mortis.
Absolutely ferocious! The winner is Mortis! Come out, lads, come out! Well, Ghettobot.
God, that is stupid rucksack.
It's burning in the ghetto tonight, isn't it? It is. You flew a long way.
Yeah, they're new for this series, Motivating. You have seen it a few times.
Yeah, it was fun. Were you surprised by the ferocity of that attack?
Very fast hammer.
It's an awesome robot, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of power.
Are the British robots all you thought they were going to be? A little more. And more. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ghettobot!
Do you think so, okay? Well, they're not in it. I don't know if that's true.
It's working now perfectly. It is working, because, I mean, you've been a great underachiever in some of the wars that you've been involved in.
We are the best at underachieving. You can't beat us for underachieving.
That was taking out some of your frustration there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's because I'm controlling the driver now, you see.
Are you driving now?
No, I tell him what to do, and he does what I tell him. That was a good fight. I enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't really a fight. It was just you bullying some poor American boys.
Just friendly fire.
Do you think you can go all the way this time? Do you think you can? I mean, these
Hey,
guys
who's
are
this
brilliant.
guy?
Brilliant.
I'm not saying anything on that comment subject at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mortis!
Who's this guy? Must be on the specs.
Battle?
No, not much at all.
Right.
Usual things, just call the electronics, new batteries, and away we go.
Good.
Oh, well, he's
Confident, do
landed
it for us,
now, is
boys.
he?
Did we like Ghettobot? Not a lot. Out they go. Mortis are through. And next up, Panic Attack from the UK against Ramstein from the States.
From Miami, Ramstein.
A spiky Florida Marlin then, 209.2 pounds heavy. An experienced team. One of them, Corey Chine's a rocket scientist. They've recently tried to shed weight on the robot.
Hi, my name is Alex Espinosa, team captain of Team Ramstein. To my left, I have Eddie Ampuero, then Corey Klein and Nola Garcia. Our 50 member, Julio Roqueta, is not here in person, but is on our robot. Ramstein consists of 207 pounds of pure power. It has four motors with 4 transmissions and 4 speed controllers to drive one very sharp, very hard steel spike through any opponent.
From Cumbran, Panic
Maybe Motivating. We don't know, do we?
Bulletproof fiberglass means no need to panic. Electric
Yeah,
lifting
that was a
force
face.
mean plenty of attack. Semi-finalists in Series 3 of the UK Robot Wars Championships. They
Didn't
won
know that.
Series
Shut up
2.
to get a talking out.
And this
Yeah,
is how they
I
did
don't
it
know.
against Cassius.
It's weird they're only in this one episode,
Favourites
right?
with many. And this was a shock. Cassius pitted Panic Attack with the champions.
No, I think that may be a bullshit claim, Artufki.
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis. This is my son Michael, and this is our new team member Christian. And this is a robot.
Hello,
Panic
Christian.
Attack.
Welcome to the
We're going
team.
to take back the title of the War of Independence from the Americans.
Roboteers, stand by.
Ramstein with Alex Espinosa at the controls, engineering student at Florida International University.
Oh yeah, what was the URL?
Panic
We might
Attack.
get another look at it.
Kim Davis, a maintenance manager at the controls.
Christian
Michael, his
did
son
look
there.
quite grumpy, yeah.
Panic
No,
Attack.
do you know what? I think we may have
Really
checked the
worthy
Panic
opponents,
Attack one in the series.
whether
Yeah, I
it
think
be
you're right, Harry.
domestically or on the international stage. Robot Wars veterans, you can see there the lifting forks at the front, the spike of Ramstein will need a great deal of power to penetrate Panic Attack, I think. At the moment, it's no more than a nudge and a scratch. That will not do any damage whatsoever to the aluminium polycarbonate and bulletproof fibre shell of Panic Attack. A little bit of a nudging contest going on. Perhaps they're feeling each other straight out and immediately Panic Attack.
I mean, this whole episode feels a bit Brexit, right? Because it's all about independence from the UK.
They can roll both sides up, Ramstein. It's not
I don't think a Welsh flag
technically a
counts as
three-make, a
Brexit.
self-righting mechanism, as we've seen before in Robot Wars, but they can roll either side up. That is also a design used by many, many competitors, by the way.
No, King of Time, for Child Soldier, I'd like to see one of the children driving the robot.
Fine, if they go up on their side, they will not be able to ride.
Well, yeah, but I don't know that Kim
at all, and
Davis
they will
did
be
that
out,
lot.
and I think that is what Kim Davis is trying to do with Panic Attack now. Trying to lever them up on its side. Well, they want it to go in the pit. It's the pits! You're the pits! The USA! Chalk dust? No, I can't see any of that, but in the pits! Up and over! Ramstein.
I didn't think we'd get to hear Jonathan doing a little John McEnroe impression. Well, that's nice.
Go on. Lift him to our own, very own Grand Canyon on the arena floor. That's where they want Ramstein to go.
Yeah, good point. There is a difference between spikes and
Robot Wars
bullets.
arena audience are very neutral. UK or USA.
Oh,
they're
that's
neutral.
well manoeuvred. Well manoeuvred from Panic Attack.
States into the pits. That's what they're saying. Well done, Kim Davis. Another victory for the UK.
Yeah, the pit. I was just thinking that, Harry. It's not got the kind of decals around, the kind of the hazard tape around it.
Well, you flew all the way from Miami for that.
Well, next time we'll bring bigger batteries, and it's going to be a different story.
Hang on, there's a Panic Attack girl.
You didn't seem to really get going much.
It's a weird
in the beginning
episode,
we were
yeah.
doing all right, but then the batteries started getting lower and lower until we can barely crawl, so at that point they kind of had their way with us.
But that Panic Attack is a very underestimated robot. It won the UK Robot Wars Championship in the Second Wars, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you were doing the driving.
It does seem sad about
What were you
losing.
doing?
I guess it might have been filmed on a different day or something,
like I
Harry.
said,
I
next
don't
time
know.
we'll have larger batteries.
So
we
it's only
typically
the batteries that let you down.
we typically run 3-minute matches in America. You guys run 5, so we're a
We
little bit
never said
unprepared for that.
Let's hear it for the Ramstein team. You did it again. As I said to the Ramstein team, you're always underestimating you guys, but you always come up with the goods.
Yes, we do. That was a bit of a cat and mouse. We just couldn't get the
Yeah, it did seem a little bit sore,
position.
didn't
We
it?
turned them over once.
Yeah, I think you might be
And then
right,
we did start
Ross, yeah.
slowing down, so we thought, and it was just a matter of getting him balanced on them and getting him up.
But when you did the piggyback, I mean, that was so cool.
Yeah, well, I'd have to ask him how heavy it is, because we're on about 84, I think they're around about 95, so...
But they're blaming their batteries, saying they would have had you. They would have had you, they say. They always make excuses.
Yeah,
they
they
would have
always-
had you, they say. It wasn't for the batteries.
Maybe, maybe not, I doubt it.
And what about you, young man? You're back.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Think you can go all the way?
Probably.
It's good luck. Hope you go on further. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from
Praise.
Panic Attack.
Come on.
Typical Americans. They were bigger than you, heavier than you, but you whipped them, did you not? Did you enjoy that? Yeah. So the lifting arm is working beautifully.
It's working brilliantly.
No changes to be made?
Sadly, a repeating theme.
That's cool, calm and collected. Do it.
In the yellow livery, Panic Attack looked like a New York cab there, shoving its way through all the traffic.
Yeah, it looked like a New York
Next
cab.
up, Ming 2 for the UK, Mangulator for the States.
Oh, Ming against Mang is good.
This deadly Ming will move like a flash. Top speeds of up to 15 miles an hour. 2 spikes at either side and a flipper weapon as they try to become kings of the Robot Wars universe.
Howdy doody. This is Alexander, this is Oliver, I'm Andrew, and this is Ming 2. This is our flipper, and in the back we've got a sting in the tail, we've got a spike in the rear. We're here today to fight the Americans. Which is rather good, really, because I deal with the Americans on a daily basis, and it'll be really nice to kick their butt.
And representing the United States of America, Mangulator.
Another wedge-shaped flipper
It did look
designed
grumpy, didn't
partly
it?
in LA and partly in London. Sneaky stateside spies get everywhere.
It really does look fancy, yeah.
We'll strangulate.
Dan Danknick.
I'm Dan Danknick. This is Adam Clark.
What a name.
We're here with our robot, the
DD's in the
Mangulator.
chat,
Here to
please.
inflict maximum damage at Robot
Dan
Wars
Danknick.
UK. Our weapon on the end is a thumperizer, a 5-pound sledge that swings back and forth. And we're here for maximum mangulation to defend the title of the United States.
I like that guy.
Ming 2 with team captain Andrew Cottrell, who apparently doesn't like dealing
He's got
with
a
the States or what his
thumperizer,
company
yeah.
thinks of that. And the Mangulator with Dan the Man at the controls on the right. It's quite laid back, doesn't he? That's LA for
Yeah,
you.
maximum mangulation from Dan Danknick.
And of course they have the
Yeah, alright, they are grumpy kids, I will
Perhaps
tick
they
that
use
off.
the arena elevator to get to the arena floor. It is our language after all, boys. This is the
Alright,
Mangulator on the
Jonathan.
right-hand side. Up on the top of Ming 2. It is a powerful weapon, actually, isn't it? Spinning around frantically. Bash, bash on the arena floor. And again, crashing against the arena floor, which actually
That's right, tick off
doesn't pick you up
competence.
any points, boys, but never mind. We'll try and explain the rules to you a little bit later on. This is Ming 2, Andrew Cottrell, using his wedge shape to drive in like a Formula 1 car there. Underneath the Mangulator, isolating the thumperizer, which perhaps will come into play here. No, this is good steering and driving by Ming 2. Good control here from Andrew to dodge away from that weapon, which actually, and in all seriousness,
Oh,
is
no.
quite destructive.
Oh, no.
But the wheels, well, how frail was that? Remember the old westerns and the stagecoaches dodging the Apaches and the wheel came off? Look what's happened there. Now in comes Matilda with a chainsaw. And all the house robots,
does feel
like those
close to a line,
westerns and
Harry,
Indians
doesn't
used
it?
to go up on the hills around, about to come down now on the circle wagons, look. They haven't got too many wagons to circle. All the way from LA and home again in pieces. But home again by sea, which is more important for them. And the pit starts
I know
to
the
descend.
pit doesn't look weird.
And the Mangulator, what's left of it, is about to go into the pit. Oh dear.
That is true. Yeah, you're right. All three of the winners have been British.
Matilda and Shunton
There's only
in
one
they go.
American left.
Good sports though, weren't they? Another victory for the UK.
One wheel on his wagon. Mangulator is definitely not rolling along. Mangulator, you're
It's not
out of
rolling
here.
along.
Well, you got mangled in about 30 seconds, but it only took you 2 days to build.
Yeah, we built this in 2 days over the internet, collaborated, and this is what we ended up with.
Yeah,
Just
we've
put
never
it on
had
the
a robot
internet.
in 2 days, so well done. But we do need to know what happened. Where was your weakness?
Well, we had a failure right here on the wheel shaft where the snap ring holds on.
Yeah.
There was a place where a crack could start, and a high
Yeah,
shock.
go
the
over
crack
the
continued.
internet, Matty, yeah.
We won't make that mistake again, though.
Now, you've been in contact
They
with
just
some
downloaded
guys,
it, I think.
the other side of the Atlantic, have you not?
Yes,
What's your connection?
Oh, for a couple of years now, I've been building interface ports to interface radio controls to the motors and the control systems for improved safety and improved functionality. So about 50 or 60 of the Roboteers here use my
They use your
connections.
designs.
Yeah.
Hey.
So it was good to come and meet everybody for a change.
So you've enjoyed it, at least?
Oh, absolutely.
Good, and you'll be back
I
next
hope
time
so.
with a bit more preparation, please.
In a few months with a better robot.
Yeah, because failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Well, hey, you were
Still
were you
grumpy.
not?
Still
Did it feel
grumpy.
good being that mean? Well done. You fought for our nation, boys, and you fought very, very well. I hear you're up against the Americans quite a lot in your daily life, though.
Yeah, our office is in San Francisco, so we fight with them on a daily basis. So it's nice to win for once.
The UK soar and sing with Ming. Mangulator have gone. Next up, Detonator.
I missed that.
Did
Oh
it feel
yeah.
good being that mean?
Okay.
Back.
Okay.
This time with a bit more
Yeah,
preparation,
yeah,
please.
In a few months with a better robot.
Yeah, because failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Well, hey, you were merciless, were you not? Did it feel good being that mean? Yeah. Well done. You fought for our nation, boys, and you fought very, very well. I hear you're up against the Americans quite a lot in your daily life, though.
Yeah, our office is in San Francisco, so we fight with them on a daily basis. So it's nice to win for once.
The UK soar and sing with Ming. Mangulator have gone. Next up, Detonator.
By fight,
against
he means
Frenzy for the
what?
Stars and
Doesn't he?
Stripes.
From the United States of America, Frenzy.
Nothing LA confidential about this team from the West Coast, well known after 6 years together.
Do you know what I think it is, Harry?
From the mighty Axe with 209.4 pounds
we're
for heavy
hearing
steer.
the voiceover just through the incidental mic. They're not putting it on the. It's not being added onto the show.
This is my wife Joanna. We're here from California, and this robot is mean. It's big. It's going to kick some butt. We got a big axe.
TMZ.com.
Meant to destroy and kill all robots.
From the United Kingdom, Detonator.
Robot
It sounds really
veterans seen in
tinny,
the
doesn't it?
First Wars with a new
Detonator.
Team Tegan Crosby, daughter of Captain David, 2 spikes and a ram make this detonator
Yeah, finally
explosive.
got the URL's active, perfect.
Out with a whimper though in the First Wars, never got going. Stuck on an arena spike, much to the displeasure of teacher David
Oh
Crosby.
no! No, what? Why to this guy?
For the War of Independence, and this time we've got Detonator. We have a new team member, Tegan, who's going to attempt to drive the machine, hopefully. And
Oh,
we've got
child
Bobot
soldier.
From the Napalm team. We've lost Vicky, who's gone on holiday. And what we're going to try and do is ram these American upstarts.
So they
with
just
this
entered their
large
shit
red
robot
ramming
from
device
Series
and
1 or
hopefully
whatever.
Get through this War of Independence.
Series 2, I guess.
Roboteers, stand by.
No, maybe it is Series 1.
Flying the flag for the state, someone has to. Frenzy.
Yeah,
Aerial
Vicky's on
controls,
flag.
Patrick Campbell and his wife, and Detonator from Dartford. Claire Greenway extending the aerial for the controls for David Crosby.
It is, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, sorry.
The United
did
States
not mean to
competitors
leave
would
it that
last
big.
as long and be as durable and long-lasting as the US presidential election, but that's not the way it's been so far.
Oh, I like it's like a meat tenderizer.
Absolutely
Sorry, I've
pummeling
forgotten his name,
Detonator. This is what we've been waiting for. The length of that weapon is formidable. Bashing and crashing and smashing. And Detonator looks
Oh,
like
it's stuck in the floor. It's stuck in the floor.
Spike themselves on the arena floor. This is great stuff. Matilda comes in. And they're back ready to fight again. Poor old Detonator will not thank Matilda for that. So a stateside challenge at last. In the shape
That
of
is more of a
Frenzy from Los
thumperizer, yeah.
Angeles. Bash and crash. Well, almost
Kill
as
all
many
robots.
devastating splits in Detonator as there are in the
Yeah,
San Andreas
it does,
Fault in
yeah.
Los Angeles. From Frenzy.
One of the 4 best British robots designed in.
Nothing left, I'm afraid, for David Crosby and the team. I'm sure they. Oh dear.
Right, did we see if the girl got to drive it at all?
A menacing, awful tattoo being beaten out there by the drum of Frenzy's great axe masher, tenderizer. Hardly kind to tender hearts. Claire Greenway just 17 and Tegan Crosby just 8 in the Detonator team.
No, I didn't think we got to see it at all. Yeah, she couldn't be much further away from the controls. Right, is this on fire? Or is it just... That's on fire, right? That's on fire. That's on fire.
Detonator on fire. But Frenzy
Oh, we already had those on
a
fire.
robot to really be
Fine,
frightened
I'll do it
about.
again.
And this could be the War of Independence Terminator. In the shape of Frenzy, Detonator has been terminated. There's dead metal on the left-hand side. And shunt onto the arena floor flipper. I think the last moment of action we'll see from Detonator is to be
Yeah, great one,
tossed
David.
unceremoniously into the air. No Thanksgiving
for Detonator. And the pit remains.
It is a solid hammer, yeah.
Only the Dartford
It is thumping it pretty hard.
But the team from Dartford are about to sink into the oblivion.
Yeah, I don't know him much about it.
Well done, Frenzy.
What an absolutely brilliant fight. Detonator, no doubt seeing stars and stripes. Frenzy from the USA,
Nice.
they go through.
The Dartford
Is that an
team.
awful pun?
What happened? What can you say
Quite
about
bad,
that?
wasn't it?
It got smashed.
It really did, didn't it?
Yeah, they've never had one drink at all, but it's totally smashed.
I hear this is an old robot though, because we've seen you with Shadow of Napalm, and this is Detonator. This is your first
This
robot,
is the
wasn't
very
it?
first robot, yes.
I think it was a wise decision putting that one up against the Americans.
It was indeed. It's been lying idle for 4 years, then it came back and got trashed.
It did. Can we hold that up and just show the camera there exactly how trashed that got? That was round, now it's flat. Claire, was that your fault, young lady?
No.
No.
Tegan was driving.
You were driving?
No,
were you
it's
really?
Daddy driving.
Oh, that's your daddy, is it?
Blame me. Yes. What does it look like?
Pizza to me.
Pizza!
Frenzy guaranteed another pizza the action a little bit later on. Detonator, they've gone. So it's Frenzy against Ming 2 and Mortis against Panic Attack.
In the pits, getting ready for the semi-finals, we have Mortis. Arthur, how are you feeling today, young man?
Tired, worn out,
Tired?
fed up.
Yeah, was that a best stop pass?
What competitive spirit?
Oh, come on, this is important. This is our nation we're talking about. You've got to get through.
No, they were only talking about the other guy, right, or the robot.
Yes, we have some time ago.
And what happened?
They beat us.
They won. They won.
Yeah,
This
spoke
beautiful
about the
machine,
guy.
winner of the Second Wars. You've been a good performer in the past. What are your tactics going to be against Mortis?
I think we'll pick him up, toss him over, chuck him around the arena. And if there's anything left, we'll give it to the house robots.
My money's on him.
Bye,
Oh, did we say that URL was working?
Drove my robots to kill a lot, and yes, the end was nigh. But far be it from me to be biased. We've got 4 teams left, and may the best robots win a place in
did
our
see the
finals.
kids show,
Let the
yeah.
semi-finals begin.
It was...
Roboteers, stand by.
Real grudge match this. Panic Attack with the lifters.
No, one of the American teams had a URL that I think someone said was working. Yeah, the Panic Attack one is weird. It's a kind of 90s URL, and I think Mighty Fighty one said it
Over
worked.
the years with Mortis and Rob Knight, they've taken some stick from the crowd, I know, but they always come back and they're always fearsomely courageous and very competitive. And
They are very competitive, to be fair to them.
And don't forget, they've got the lifting arm as well, but not as powerful as Panic Attack sport lifters. In underneath the one
Oh, TM's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good job.
Mortis. Try and pluck away
Oh,
the
are they?
tracks.
No,
Maybe
they're fine.
mobile,
They're fine.
and
They're
of course
back.
then beaten. Mortis gets away. Side on now. Broadside attack on Panic Attack with the axe once more. Mortis. Kim Davis is one of the best, most erudite of drivers in Robot Wars. Great style and control. Always has shown it, but pushed back to the CPZ dangerously. And in reverse, perhaps getting away, dragging Mortis, or was that a Mortis shove?
Oh, Mortis is stuck.
Impaled on Panic Attack, right there in the very heart of Panic
Until we
Attack.
have a line. What do we need for a
Now,
line?
can Kim control the attack?
A pre-prepared
Back
bit,
into
possible.
serious contention, because at the moment I would say Mortis has been the more aggressive of the two. Over the top of Panic Attack, you can almost smell the sulphur of the flames, feel the burn.
Can they use that? It's like the self-righter when something's on top.
Mortis trying to shove it there towards the CPZ, and Sir Killalot awaits. That was a Panic Attack drive, and Sir Killalot comes in with a mighty pincers and lifts Mortis up. Shows
Well,
it to
yeah,
the
but I don't
arena
count
crowd.
those vertebrae. I think it was something from the team.
Tactics from Panic Attack, pushing Mortis back in, comes down with a bash, crash back down to earth. In comes Panic Attack again. Don't panic! Don't panic!
Well, it's one of those where we'll know it when we see
Panic
it.
Attack's on the attack with a slam of the axe.
Oh, his lights come off.
Only. But look at this, Panic Attack trying to free itself using the forks, and no, they're repetitive.
Well, no, Craig's bits are pre-prepared, but I don't care. Yeah, exactly, yeah. The robots, they didn't just turn up and improvise the robot. Apart from that wheel team, who did seem to just download it from the internet. So who's won this?
The judges, and it was very, very close. Too close
Who's
for me
won
to call.
this?
They'll judge on style, control, damage and aggression. Martin Smith, Professor Noel Sharkey there in the middle, and Dr. Myra Wilson on the right. So let's count the points together. A good panic attack. But back come Mortis. Who's on top there? Mortis or panic attack, driving Mortis into the arena wall. Certainly good thrust from the axe. But then panic attack drove Mortis into the CPZ. Was that decisive?
Well, we have a decision. It couldn't be any closer. There's only 1 point in it.
Just 1 point.
But through to the final, fighting for Britain in the War of Independence.
Everyone's
It's
gonna make-
Mortis!
Oh, Mortis is through.
Listen to that hostile crowd. They're on your side. They wanted you to go
That's a
through.
bad decision,
Maybe
isn't
we
it?
drove better, pushed them about, but their axe did more damage.
Yeah, they did a bit more damage, and they were very aggressive, weren't they? That axe can hit quite fast, can't it?
Yeah.
Didn't really penetrate you, though, did it?
No.
You upset?
No.
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 Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, we've really enjoyed it.
And you never know. We still might get to beat the Yanks, mightn't we?
Well, I think we'll definitely beat the Yanks.
Nothing wrong with a bit of xenophobia.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it
No,
for Panic
there
Attack!
is.
Well, you did it.
We did it.
You did it. You're through to the final.
Oh, something finally.
I've always said you flatter to deceive. You're the great
Yeah,
pretenders,
nothing wrong with a bit of
but you're through to the
xenophobia.
final now.
Fine, hang on.
Yeah. Let's hear it for Mortis!
Well, team, the crowd weren't very pleased with that decision, were they?
No, they don't like Mortis that much, do they?
Why?
I don't know. It's always been since War One. The crowd never liked them.
Oh, and you've always been a favourite because you won the second wars with a sponsored robot. That was the first sponsored robot that we've seen, and you've always been a fantastic team, raising lots of money and everything else. And you're a competition winner yourself, aren't you?
Yes.
And you've joined up with the Panic Attack team. Have you enjoyed yourselves?
Yes, it's really good.
Excellent. Is there anything you wish you'd done differently in that
I
battle?
think they've raised money for a charity,
Use the
motivating.
self-righter while we're on our wheels to put it should be able to lift another robot out of the arena, but I changed the design before we came up. I should have kept it.
You hear that booing? That was me in the background. I must admit, I thought Panic Attack had won it, but Mortis go through to the final. Will it be an all-you-care fair
Are they
against
sore
Ming 2?
losers?
Right, we need to talk tactics. We should have a tactical huddle.
No, I don't think it was
Tell
product
me
placement.
what you've got, because you haven't really got much in the way of weaponry. You've got one little fixed spike at the back.
Yeah, a little spike at the back and the flipper. Well, I think
one of them was called
Alex's got a
Christian,
theory that
Bondo.
If we hit his hammer hard from the front, it's going to dislodge it from the mountings. But I think we'd be better off actually getting him underneath and flipping him.
What do you reckon? You think the axe?
Yeah, if we hit the axe, the chain might come off, and then we can flip him then, because then that way he definitely won't be able to self-right.
Yeah, because we're not sure if the axe is going to self-right.
No, not sure.
Oh, well, I'll just go and find out for you, shall I?
Excellent.
Saying what, you know the Panic Attack boy?
Hello?
Well, you're looking quite confident.
Well, we came this far. We can't.
You can't
go back
lose
and
now.
change. Yeah, no.
Now, talk me through the axe. Does it work as a self-righter?
Yes, it does.
Yeah?
Yeah, not by design, but just happened to work out pretty well.
But it can also stick you to the floor, because we saw that in one of the previous battles, didn't we? You were stuck there for a while.
Yeah, the wooden floor is not holding up too well.
That is bad.
Perhaps it's all power, no control?
You know a Robot Wars champion.
Maybe. We'll
You
see.
have an active URL query.
Go easy on my lads, all right?
We'll see what we
They're
can do.
only little.
Oh, what? What,
Good luck.
TMZ? Oh, that's a Panic Attack URL. Oh, yeah. It is active. It is active. But it
Andrew
goes
Cottrell,
to...
dad to Alexander
goes
and
to
Oliver,
some-
and there's Frenzy, Patrick
like-
Campbell at the controls. Not
What is it,
forgetting
like
his
a
backup team, by the way,
electrical
George Malera and
components
Emil
shop?
DeMilo. Alexander and Oliver are
It was
young
in a band
strikers
briefly
on
with your
midfield
friends older
maestros
brother. They
and
sucked
Patrick,
when
of course,
everyone did
a
that then.
quarter
Brilliant.
back. With the axe though coming down, slamming. on the top of Ming 2. Now, how much can Ming withstand? A little cheeky flip, just to say we're okay, but
I reckon
I
that's...
don't think they are. And I think he realises they've lost all
I mean, the
forward,
URL is
sideways,
active,
or
right?
backwards power and momentum,
I don't think it counts though,
which means
because
that
it's
Ming
not
2
to the
is
same
a
site as
sitting
that.
duck. And Frenzy, all joking
Yeah, Ming
apart,
did tip
been
its
very
hat, didn't
strong
it? Yeah.
competitors. They may be overweight, overpaid, and over here, but they're over here on a mission. Frenzy. To slam dunk Ming 2.
Oh, they've turned the axe round, right? To stop it. Oh, maybe not. They've just the other way around, haven't they?
And this is painful to watch.
It did start, yeah, then the axe hit it and it stopped, I think.
Metal, of course, on the
I
right,
think, Harry.
opening the pincers. But that damage was sustained in the very, very first attack. Although they flipped the lid, so to speak, and a gesture to suggest they were still in there fighting, they weren't. And Andrew Cottrell knew. Look, you see there's no power in the tyres at all, is there? There's nothing there at all. And they're on their way out. Ming 2. Well, we will have the Dream Team final. The Stars and Stripes and the Union Jack will be represented in the War of Independence. And it will be no Boston Tea Party, I can tell you. Ming 2 will not be there, of course.
Yeah, no power in the tyres.
Well, Ming may have been merciless, but now he's motionless. A frenzied attack. Frenzy go through!
Yeah, Ming not been merciless, now he's motionless.
No problems there, eh?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was a shame because it was a real short fight. It just stopped, and I was sitting duck really, which is a bit of a shame. But you know,
you were bludgeoned to death.
I was
basically,
bludgeoned to death. Well, I think I died before he bludgeoned me, but I was certainly dead afterwards if I didn't before.
It was a bit of bullying, really, because you didn't even raise a punch against him, did you? He just filled you in.
Yeah, completely failed, I'm afraid. Bit of a shame, but you know.
Never mind.
Next year, maybe.
They've got another British robot to fight in the final. We could still claim America. We could still claim America back for the Brits, couldn't we?
Yeah, Ming the motionless.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Ming!
Well, one hit.
Great chops.
Looks like we knocked him out. And
completely battered him.
We had a few more hits, so we just to make sure he was gone.
Yeah. You look like you were enjoying it as well.
This guy's a baby
bullying,
Harry.
really. I mean, he was like that with his hands over his head, and you were just filling him in like that. Well, you've seen Mortis, the robot you're about to fight, to see who wins the War of Independence. A few fears there?
We'll see what happens.
Well, good luck. Good luck. I know I'm trying to whip up some xenophobia here, but, you know, if you win, you win.
USA.
May the best robot win. All right, then.
I don't think Craig knows what xenophobia is. Yeah, I don't know, Harry. The red shirted child. Let's see.
Yeah.
Poor little kids, they're in tears here.
Yeah, taking it out on two little boys.
Yeah.
Oh. So what happened? I mean, you cut out quite early on.
Yeah, they had lucky hit. They hit the very spot, our Achilles heel. Unfortunately, their axe is so heavy that when it hit it, it knocked out the on-off switch.
Great, it's the on-off switch is just on the top.
Yeah, bad design.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't say that. You've done
Paid the
incredibly well to get to the semis. I see you've been tenderised.
Yeah, very much.
And there, and there.
Yeah. Lots of loving tenderisation from our Uncle Sam friend.
Frenzy going through, poor old Ming 2, they're out. So there you have it, Mortis of the UK against Frenzy of the USA in the War of Independence Final Judgment.
Well, during this oh-so-violent war, we've seen some heavy casualties on both sides. Some robots have their British end flipped up, while others are no longer the American beauties they once were.
Certainly GhettoBot, they're not. Beaten by Mortis in the very first battle of the War of Independence. Flamed. Then Ramstein beaten by Panic Attack in the pit. The wheels came off from Mangulator against Ming 2. Detonator, though, were pummeled by Frenzy as the States hit back. This was Mortis beating Panic Attack in the War of Independence semi-final. And
I'm going to try and keep forgetting about GhettoBots.
Damaging Ming 2 to go through.
But now, with two robots remaining, national pride is at stake as they decide who will win this War of Independence. Hey, let the final begin!
Who gets to be independent?
Volunteers, stand by.
Flying the Union
Is this the
Jack
War
from
Captain Tom, was
Nottinghamshire,
it?
Cambridgeshire, Mortis, Rob Knight and Arthur
The
Chilcott,
robot
and
does,
from
yeah?
the United States of America and Los Angeles Frenzy.
He is an
Crew
ex
controls,
battle, yeah.
Patrick Campbell.
3, 2, 1.
It started by chucking a few tea bags over the side of a ship in Boston Harbour. Occasionally ever since, we've had our grudges.
Oh.
And now we have the worst of them
Oh,
all.
it can, no, it can sound right.
The War of
That's pretty
Independence
sweet.
and Mortis on the attack immediately on Frenzy. Look at the axes coming down. Oh, bang and crash. It's the weightier weapon,
Bang and
that's
crash.
for certain. But the more frenzied attack comes from our very own Mortis. And not forgetting Sergeant Bash and Frenzy's toppled and turned. Well, flying through the air, it seemed like a spaceship there for the minute.
Yeah.
Comes down though. And prepares to have a look at
back.
Mortis. Sergeant Bash in there as well. Locked tight on Frenzy with the claw. And
Oh.
Sergeant Bash could get
Oh.
involved because Frenzy was pushing the
Whacking
CPZ
Bash.
immediately by Mortis right at the start. And again it would seem, look at Frenzy spinning around. And he's like some weird alien space saucer. But Mortis.
It's quite cool.
Silver gleaming
It's quite cool that Robot Wars were able to organise those kind of stakes.
hammering down more control weaponry though.
Is this
From
pre
Mortis,
the special
certainly. They're trying to use
relationship?
the lifting arm there, you see. That can also double up as a Stream X self-righting mechanism. Frenzy is the more laboured attack, but is it the more heavyweight attack at the moment? The Mortis shell is holding
is it-
firm. Aerospace grade materials in the Mortis team. And still the repetitive bash of the Mortis
Has it
axe.
stopped working? Has Frenzy
Well, they've been
stopped
around
working?
Robot Wars, the scene, for so many years. The
So,
Mortis
yeah,
boys
he
weren't
is quite
really
good.
ever doing themselves
Because he's got a
justice or
backpack,
picking up any
okay.
honours, but I think here they've got this War of Independence. They certainly have Frenzy on the run. Can they flip them up and over?
Blame Tony
using the
Blair. I do for so many things.
They're over.
That's it.
Now can Frenzy right itself using the weapon? The soft underbelly of Frenzy is exposed. In goes the Mortis axe. It's the Woody Woodpecker song from Mortis.
It's the
And
Woody
Frenzy
Woodpecker
can't
song
right
from Mortis.
themselves. Their weapon has been immobilised. And it means that Patrick Campbell's machine is now at the mercy of Mortis.
Both teams
all the
have a
way
go
from
with the
Los
bit.
Angeles. And certainly very creditable and
It was a good
credible
jump side,
opponents
yeah.
as well.
It is, isn't it, Mighty Fancy? Yeah, it kind of looks good. It's kind of
Kilowatt
quick.
has them in its grip.
Yeah, it's all the hands-free
Draw
kit.
Frenzy ever so slowly, but ever so surely towards the pit, I would imagine. We see it descend, and the UK Robot Wars fans make their feelings known. And also so does Bash, because I can tell you very secretly,
Oh.
one of his chips comes from Silicon Valley.
Cease.
California, here I come. Right back where I started from.
Maybe,
Mortis
Harry,
are the winners
yeah.
of the War of Independence in this style against Frenzy into the CPZ. That meant the Sergeant could come out, and we saw the repetitive acts all the way through. Frenzy toppled over,
Repetitive
couldn't
acts.
self-right. The damage had been done, and the Union Jack flies over the Wars of Independence.
Well, that was the fight that was. And I
Yeah,
tell you
I think
what, it
you're
was a
right,
good
Harry.
one. Hey,
And Panic
it's been
Attack
a
would
long
have
way
won.
from Los Angeles to get beaten up by a pair of good old-fashioned
Oh,
English
oh,
hooligans.
oh.
We're ashamed to go home.
You're ashamed to go home.
We're a disgrace to our country.
What went wrong for you?
Oh well, as soon as we lost our weapon, we basically we were weaponless. We couldn't do anything.
What do you think about the standard of the British robots?
Oh, they're amazing robots.
Yeah.
Especially the housebots. Yeah.
Well, normally Americans go, oh, well, ours are bigger and better and badder.
Yeah, just give us time to build something. Yeah, they'll be bigger and badder and better.
So you're going to come back for the next War of Independence and try and get America back?
Of course, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Frenzy! Yes! Come on! You've won the competition!
After all those wars.
All those wars, all wars, lad to deceive all the time, the great pretender to the throne.
It's finally perfect and it's now retired.
And you've won the War of Independence. Now you're saying
They
you're
are
retired,
Americans.
Mortis, now.
Well, we'd already decided that before this competition that Mortis was actually retired.
So
And then
what are
we
you
were
going to
asked
do with
do
it
this
then?
one.
What are you going to do with it? You're going to break it up into
No,
spare parts?
I do a lot of lectures in schools and village fates, that sort of thing. We're quite heavily involved with teaching.
Yeah, you know, the two places to do lectures, right?
No, they don't know who ZZ Top are, mate. Then we're not. They're sorry. The children are not that old, are they?
Showing my age, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Schools, village fates. The two lecture venues. Yeah, I'd like to go to a
They fought long and hard, they battled for a cause, and they reclaimed America for Robot Wars. Bye-bye!
So do Mortis own America now? I'm confused. The American village fate. I wish Albrock was here so I could ask him what the equivalent of an American village fate is. Yeah, they reclaimed American for Robot Wars. Perfect. There we go.
Building robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. To receive our safety guidelines, you
Yeah,
must first
that
join
is-
the Robot Wars Club. Send a check or
it's
post
weird
order
for
for
Aegis, but yeah.
£12.95 to Robot Wars, London W1A3AR. Members will also receive a badge, video and club magazine. If you build a qualifying robot, your membership fee will be refunded.
Yeah, is a cook-off like a fate? Ren Fair? I don't know. We'll have to ask Albrock. We'll have to ask Albrock. There's nothing else. There's nothing else for it. It's all promise never speak in this episode again. Yeah, it did. It was shit, wasn't it? In lots of different ways. Block party. Let's see the completed bingo card. It looks like it, JC. Yeah, it looks like we're back to Heat M. Yeah, we're back to normal heats. Is a tailgate party like a fate? Isn't it just like they just have it in a car park? Anyway, let's pop back to here. Okay, I think we had one on the last episode for Aegis. That's fine, Harry. Let's unload the bigger card. Well, I suppose there's not a lot of relevance. The celebrities they weren't exactly global stars, were they? Think Americans know? If I ask Albrock, do you know who Natalie Cassidy is? Do you think he would? Do you think he would know? Right. Thanks everyone. That was nice, wasn't it? Got through the rest of the specials. That's fine, Harry. Oh, I've got one more thing I've built into this for the end of the stream. I've got one more thing I've built in for the end of the stream. No problem, Dr. Plum. Right, do you want to see the thing I've got to end the Bobot Wars streams day? That's good to hear, Hondo. Okay, hang on. We've also... What, the stream? Yeah, the stream is a pre-prepared bit. Yeah, I'll cross it off. We do... yeah, every Sunday, Roz. Every Sunday we do Robot Wars. So yeah, we're just working through them. We've watched all of them up to... Yeah, we're midway through Series 4. Feel free, anyone else who's lurking or anything, feel free to join the Discord. But yeah, every Sunday we're doing this. I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, there's wrestling on Saturdays. That's less popular, to be honest, but I like it. I like it. Gomelon likes it. Josie likes it, and that's it. That's who likes that stream. And then there's other things in the week. I think tomorrow I'm going to be playing the Golden Idol with my friend Dr. Plum. Assuming Dr. Plum is well, but no pressure. There's lots of wrestling haters. Well, I don't know there's haters. It's just not for everyone, is it? It's just not for everyone. That's fine. There was a lot of blood yesterday as well. There was a lot of blood. Thank you, Roz. I'm glad it's fun. Oh, I'm stuck in this now. Yes, we do. Yes, everyone should get hyped for this. Yeah, the start of the stream tomorrow for the hype video. There is a pre-prepared bit, and it's very good. It's very good. Catch that tomorrow. Thanks for going Roz and Shantae. Right. Susan for a raid, and then I will do the thing I've got to end the stream.
Hoes. Handy hoes.
Who is on? Skipped up one of the road. Right, okay, hang on. Right, okay, let's do this. Okay, I thought this is a good way to end the stream. Got a little guest who's going to pop up now. Thank you, Harry, for that official announcement. I agree with that. Right, okay, here we go.
From the show that's bigger than Rob's and Jaws. Good night. God bless. From Robot War. When the Terminator sits down after finishing his chores, he has a hat and a pizza, and he watches Robot Wars. Good night. Well, from the show that's scarier than Jaws, you've been bitten by Robot Wars. Good night. You don't need spots or boils or sores to be a fan of Robot Wars. Good night. We break health and safety laws. We're on fire. We're Robot Wars. Good night.
I think that was my favourite.
You're too old for Robot Wars. Good night. I'll show you my robot. You show me yours. The biggest one wins on Robot Wars. Good night. Godzilla devoured 40 floors.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite.
Down the side on Robot Wars. Good night. Warning all countries, defend your shore. You're being invaded by Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Freddy Krueger may have his flaws, but even he's a fan of Robot Wars. Good night. We've got more presents than Santa Claus, and the beards are real on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
It's okay.
Put in their walls, but they can't touch us. We're Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Well, if you get excited by sightseeing tours, you've probably exploded watching Robot Wars.
I tell it's a serious flaw, JC, yeah.
You've seen the axle grinders and the circular saws. Now you've seen the best of Robot Wars.
That was different notes.
They don't like losing. They don't like draws. We found a winner on Robot Wars. Goodbye.
Thanks, Craig. Right, right. Good night, everyone. We're gonna do the raid. Good. Right. Okay. Bye, everyone. Oh, bye. And thanks for everyone watching the VOD. There'll be more of this. Right. Bye, everyone.